Be sure to join us after the game for the Metro News Game Night here on 103.3 KMZ. I'm Fred Persinger with a quality machine Indians warm-up.
With the Game Night forecast, I'm Bill Dabensky. A few clouds tonight with a low of 65. Saturday, expect isolated thunderstorms later in the day and a high of 83.
Thanks, Bill. Let's get the lowdown on tonight's opponent, the Fairmont Senior Polar Bears. Chris George had a chance to talk with longtime Fairmont Senior play-by-play voice Jeff Carpenter this week.
The beat goes on for Fairmont Senior. Here you are, 2-1. A lot of new faces and some familiar faces. I know some of the skill position guys we've seen before. You've played 3 games. I think the one at Lindsley you'd love to have back. Let that one get away from you. Big win at Lewis County. Big rivalry game last week. Won that at home against North Marion 20-14. Talk a little bit about the Polar Bears, what you've seen from the first 3 games.
Well, I think the first game, the Lewis County game, was a typical Polar Bear game from the last few years. It was a game that was it was a blowout win, and it was over pretty much at halftime. And that's the kind of game that Fairmont has had a lot of in recent years. But beyond that, things have been much different. The game at Lindsley was a matchup of 2 pretty good football teams. Lindsley was maybe better than people thought. They had some really talented players, a very skilled football team, and it was a game that went down to the last possession. And then last week against North Marion, we know North is better, but Fairmont did not play well.
You've had a great string of quarterbacks throughout the years. Of course, everyone knows about Dom Stingo. Another kid that's played a skill position, which has been a wide receiver. He's been a backup quarterback. He played some JV football last couple of years, but he is now a senior. He's into the quarterback role. He's got a lot of familiar weapons on the outside to throw to. With your receivers and a couple good running backs, Jermaine Lewis and Dylan Ayers. Talk about Dominic Stingo and what he gives to your offense this year.
I think one of the tough things when you're Dom Stingo and you're starting this season is you look behind you and you look and see you're following Gage Michael, who followed Connor Neal, and those are 2 high-quality quarterbacks that you just don't see in very frequently in high school football, particularly on the same team following one another. And so here is Stingo coming in. He doesn't have the skills of either of those quarterbacks, but he has to be able to find out exactly what his game is going to be. He typically can throw the ball fairly well. He knows where to throw it. Smart kid. Knows where to put the ball. Running, he's probably a little underrated as a runner. The thing he has to be really cognizant of is not making the bad throw or not making the mistake. He's done that in 2 games back-to-back where he's thrown pick sixes, and they've both hurt because, tight games the last 2, and that's the one thing that has really the statistics that's been glaring for him is that interception statistic.
Jeff Carpenter, a veteran play-by-play voice of the Fairmont Senior Polar Bears.
When it comes to the best pre-owned deals in the world, nobody beats Dan Cava Toyota in Fairmont and Buick GMC in Clarksburg. You will not find a better selection of pre-owned in the area. Right now, during their end of summer savings event, save thousands, and I mean thousands, on all makes, all models. No reasonable offer refused. Plus, get top dollar for your trade. So why shop anywhere else when you can shop the world? Shop DanCavaToyota.com or CavaBuickGMC.com.
From Glockfeldy Tire Centers comes the Cooper Discover AT3 family of tires, designed with superior all-season, all-terrain traction, and true durability. All 3 tires are backed by a best-in-class mileage warranty, so you can have the confidence to tackle the road and what lies beyond. Learn more at CooperTire.com or stop in and talk to their knowledgeable staff at Glockfeldy Tire Centers in Morgantown, Bridgeport, Parkersburg, and Elkins.
When it comes to estate planning and elder law, you want an experienced law firm on your team. Attorneys Bob Greer and Jonathan Fisher of Greer Law Offices has over 25 years in estate planning and elder law, and they want to make sure you're ready to enjoy life when you retire. If you want comfort that your assets will be there to support your spouse and children in the future, then put the law on your side with Greer Law Offices, located on Philadelphia Avenue in Bridgeport. More info, call 304-842-8090. That's 304-842-8090.
Hi, this is Brad Ford. If you're a Bridgeport football fan, you remember this.
Hey, that's throws it in the end zone. They go for 2. They win 29-28.
It still gives you chills, doesn't it? in our community, high school football, church, and volunteers bring us together and make us proud. It's energy, opportunity, family, and yes, football. That's what we love about living in Bridgeport.
Brad and Carol Ford and staff are honored to serve you at the Ford Funeral Home on Main Street in Bridgeport.
Time to connect with the Indians. Presented by Bridgeport Physical Therapy with 2 locations, West Main Street and now at White Oaks.
All right, back live at Wayne Jamison Field, just about 7 minutes away from kickoff for Bridgeport and Fairmont Senior. Going to connect with the Indians with Chris Johnson from ConnectBridgeport.com coming up in just a couple of moments. But first, let's check in with Brink. On the sideline, we got a little late-breaking information here in terms of the quarterback position for Fairmont Senior tonight.
Absolutely. There, when Chris was talking during the preview, we talked a little bit about Dom Stingo being the quarterback. Looks like getting the start tonight for Fairmont Senior is going to be Brody Whitehair, the 6'1", 190-pound freshman, will be getting the start tonight at quarterback. Traditionally a wide receiver, as Chris mentioned there in the scout, but again, we'll be interested to see how that storyline develops here throughout the evening. All
right, so a freshman ninth grader will start at quarterback tonight, we assume, for Fairmont Senior. He was out there with the first team as they were completing their warm-ups, and that kind of brings us in to a conversation we can have with Chris. Dom Stingo, the senior, played wide receiver last year. He's thrown for just under 400 yards, 3 touchdowns, but last 2 weeks he's thrown 2 pick sixes against North Marion. Of course, you may remember that was the lead that North Marion had late into that fourth quarter, was off that pick six, and then in the loss up at Lindsley. So he is not injured. This is going to be a situation where they feel like they need a change of quarterback.
And Brody Whitehair gives them a guy that can run a little bit better too, so he can throw it, he can run with it. But being a freshman, your first start at Bridgeport in this rivalry, that's a lot to handle there.
All right, Chris Johnson, ConnectBridgeport.com. Here's another game within the game. So you're going to have a freshman quarterback. You have 2 freshman linemen, Caleb Arbogast, the left guard, 6'1", 245, and Trevor Bigelow, 6'2", 240 freshman, right over top of Tayton Jordan and Kamar Summers. That might be a little baptism by fire for the ninth graders for Fairmont tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to be something to keep an eye on. And we've talked all week about how this matchup, the play up front is usually what decides the outcome, and we're curious to see what sort of pass rush Bridgeport can get. With these changes, they kind of on paper it kind of looks like it gives them advantage. But one thing about a pass rush against Fairmont Senior is last year or the past 2 years when Gage Michael thrived when he was pressured. So I'm curious to see how Fairmont Senior handles the pressure if Bridgeport is able to apply that in this game.
That's a great point, because when you talk about Fairmont Senior's run game, you talk more Jermaine Lewis and Dylan Hours. You haven't talked as much this week about the quarterback position, and rightfully so. But Dom Stingo had run for 104 yards on 28 carries. Now Brody Whitehair, on the other hand, seems to be more of a pocket passer.
He does, but you take a look, and while I was watching down there in warm-ups with Whitehair, they like to run the option, and that's something that they did a lot in the past with quarterbacks previous to this, especially with Gage Michael, and that puts Jermaine Lewis and Dylan Hours into the running game, a different focus than what you saw in the spread.
Absolutely. All right, Chris, talk to you at halftime. Appreciate it. Chris Johnson from ConnectBridgeport.com. Stay tuned. Starting lineups, opening coin tosses, both teams getting set to emerge from the locker room. We've got kickoff. Bridgeport, Fairmont Senior coming up.
Quality Machine of Bridgeport presents the Indians warm-up prior to every broadcast of Indians football.
This is exciting, isn't it?
Stay tuned. The kickoff is next on the 103.3 WKMZ Indians Radio Network.
Do you think you've been exposed to COVID-19 and need testing? Bridgeport Express Care is now offering 15-minute rapid COVID testing by nasal swab, along with COVID-19 antibody testing. Antibody testing is a simple blood test to determine if you've had any recent or past exposure to the virus. Bridgeport Express Care is a locally owned and operated urgent care and family medicine facility, and would like to thank you for your continued support through these difficult times. To make an appointment, call 304-842-3330.
Don't miss your chance to save thousands on your next vehicle during Harry Green's end of summer pre-owned blowout. Over 160 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Cars, trucks, SUVs, all makes and models. No one competes with our selection. Stop looking at overpriced units at other dealerships. Harry Green offers local trade-ins with low mileage options.
And vehicles starting at below $5,000.
Plus, Harry Green will even buy your car even if you don't buy from us. And don't forget about free car washes for life. Shop 24/7 acres
at harrygreen.com.
You don't have to settle for dreaming about a new kitchen. You have a partner in Shinston who will work with you to make it happen. Vincent's Lumber. Start with new flooring, luxury vinyl, hardwood, and laminate. Move on to Vincent's selection of countertops and cabinets. Not only will you find the highest quality materials, but Vincent's Lumber offers full service delivery as well. Make your beautiful new kitchen happen. Start with a visit to Vincent's Lumber, South Pike Street in Shinston. Vincent's Lumber, next to East of Chicago Pizza.
Coming to Morgantown this fall to watch the Mountaineers? Make Bridgeport your home base for every Mountaineer game. Just down I-79 from Morgantown, Bridgeport has an abundance of convenient lodging, fabulous local dining, and shopping options. Bridgeport is the perfect spot to make game day a part of a fun and memorable weekend getaway. Learn more about all there is to do at greater-bridgeport.com. That's greater-bridgeport.com.
Here we go.
The Bridgeport Indians Radio Network is on the air.
Go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
That's a run from Cam Cole. 25-20, 15-5. See ya. Touchdown, Cam Cole.
Six-time winner of the best high school sports broadcast by the West Virginia Broadcasters Association.
Run it. Firing Phil Reed. Wide open cock. Rapper touchdown.
Give me some energy.
Bring the energy. Cole this time leaves it up to Lotsky. Lotsky makes the catch at the one. He's into the end zone for the Bridgeport touchdown.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now, with the call of tonight's game from the CityNet broadcast suite. CityNet. Go with the experts that know. Here's Brent Kimball, Chris George, and the voice of the Indians, Travis Jones.
Gorgeous night for football here in Bridgeport. 79 degrees and broken clouds up above. No wind really to speak of, so should be a nice night here for Fairmont and the Bridgeport Indians as these two old rivals get together. Captains are out. Aiden Paulson and Trent Haynes, the captains for the Bridgeport Indians tonight, along with Butch Carpenter, the head of our crew. Fairmont Senior has won the toss and elected to defer, so Bridgeport will have the ball to start this game when we come back.
Quality Machine Company is your solution center for custom design, mechanical repair, machining, fabrication, welding, and industrial installation services. Quality Machine is West Virginia's only independent track repair facility. With over 40 years of experience in fabricating and repair, our quality team specializes in custom manufacturing to fit any need. Quality Machine is a proud sponsor of Bridgeport High School and the Indians Radio Network for over 20 years. We're just 3 miles east of exit 124 Jerry Dove Drive. Quality Machine Company. If man-made it, quality can fix it.
If you are a truck owner, operator needing aggregate to haul, J.F. Allen is your place. J.F. Allen proudly serving West Virginia since 1975 with 3 locations in north central West Virginia, Saltwell, Buckhannon, and Elkins. J.F. Allen has all the limestone products to meet your needs, plus full service trucking and delivery to your job site. Pressure run in a variety of sizes, limestone dust, shot rock, and all your aggregate needs. Call J.F. Allen at 304-472-8890 or 844-JF Allen.
This broadcast is copyrighted under rights granted to West Virginia Radio Corporation by Bridgeport High School. Any reproduction or rebroadcast of the description or accounts of this game without the express written consent of West Virginia Radio is strictly prohibited. The announcers on this broadcast are selected and approved by BHS. It's game time. Once again, here's Chris George and the voice of the Indians, Travis Jones.
All right, thanks for joining us on the Indians Radio Network. Set to go game number 3 of the season. Bridgeport and the Polar Bears of Fairmont Senior. Important game for both these two teams, but Chris, really important for Fairmont Senior. When you look, they've already got a loss. They still have, Wheeling Park, Spring Valley still to come. They've got a matchup with Robert C. Byrd still on their schedule in the Big Ten Conference. There's a chance this team could go 5-5, maybe 6-4. 6-4, maybe in the playoffs. 5-5, certainly not.
Yeah, they're going to hope 5-5 gets them in just based off their strength of schedule. But this is huge tonight for Bridgeport and Fairmont Senior both, and I'm glad Bridgeport's getting the football first. I like when we got the ball in our hands first and play from ahead. So let's see what we can do on this opening kickoff. I think special teams are big in this game as well.
Yeah, I agree. Kick coverage has been something that Bridgeport has worked on this week, and we'll talk more about that once the situation presents itself. Hopefully Bridgeport's kick coverage team is out there a lot tonight. All right, Gavin Michael, sophomore, takes the ball from the official, and he is set to kick it away. Is back deep. You've got Martin and Haynes deep to receive for the Indians, and here's the kickoff. It's going to be short. Ranging back to take it is Phil Reed at the 25-yard line, and he's going to be stuck and dropped at the 30, far sideline on a nice open field tackle by Colby Hamilton, the junior. And here comes Bridgeport's offense. Cam Cole, the senior, T-back, coming off a 204 rushing yard performance against Liberty, and he had a big first half. Of course, didn't see the second half. Had a terrific game, did Cam Cole.
He didn't see much the second quarter either. Tonight, he's going to, I think, see all 4 quarters, and he may see more than just offense as well.
All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 30-yard line. Ball marked on the far side hash. Indians have it. Coming to the near sideline. Snap back to Cam Cole. Here he comes. Needs a block. Gets it. Comes over the 35. Crawls his way out to the 37-yard line, where he is tackled after an 8-yard pickup by Kason Neely, one of their safeties, running downhill, but a nice 8-yard pickup for Cam Cole on first down. Got Landon Reppert at fullback. Aiden Paulson is the wing. Phil Reed is the B-back.
Their safeties, and both Neely and also the other kid out there, Evan Dennison, they're great athletes, but I don't think they're that physical in the tackling. We may have an advantage there.
Ball marked on the near side hash on 2nd down and 2. Snap is back, and Reppert runs it right between the tackles, and he will drag the big defensive tackle Eric Smith, the verbal to Purdue, 6'6", 300 pounds, over the 40 to the 41, and that is good enough for a first down.
Yeah, that's where their meat lies, in the middle of Eric Smith and Darius Hubbard. Both those guys are big. Smith 300, Hubbard 285.
This Indians offense now rushing for over 400 yards, 418 so far through 2 games. Also thrown for 55 a game. Didn't complete a pass last week, except one to Liberty. Snap, and Reppert runs it right between the tackles, and he runs shoulder high into Dylan Hours. Now, we're going to call his name a lot from his middle linebacker position. Hours is a baller. Yes, he is the son of Wes Hours, the former West Virginia Mountaineer who capped his career in the Music City Bowl and Don Nealon's final game. Of course, started out at Kaiser, transfers to Fairmont Senior, and Wes comes with, of course, gain of 3, 2nd down 7.
Fairmont Senior is going to a 5-4 front. We saw Morgantown attack this with a 6-3, and Fairmont 5-4.
Got a headgear issue. Nope, actually going to take off a band that's wrapped around Kason Neely's legs, or Landon Tasker, rather, the middle linebacker, so a little fashion advice from the official. Didn't like those bands, so takes those off, and we're ready to go on 2nd down and 8. Ball marked on the 44-yard line. Here's a snap, delay, give, going to Reppert, and it closes quickly, and Reppert falls forward out to the 46-yard line, and again, that's Hours on the tackle. So the key tonight is going to be you got to get to the second level and get a hat on him. Here comes a 3rd down and 5. Bridgeport so far this season on 3rd down conversion, 7 of 14, 50%.
Landon Tasker, transfer from Southern Garrett, Maryland, comes into this program for the first time. Again, that 5-4. Those 4 linebackers, all pretty good tacklers.
Line to make is the Fairmont Senior 49-yard line. 3rd down and 5. Snap, wide run coming from Reppert. Reppert gets to the edge, and he sidesteps a would-be tackler and picks up the first down as Evan Dennison came crashing up, trying to make the stop on Landon Reppert. He was able to olay him and take it down to the Fairmont Senior 48-yard line, and that will be good enough for a Bridgeport first down.
That time Dom Stingo in defense tried to blitz the B gap, and the snap went to the fullback. But instead of hitting that gap, he took it outside and Reppert for the first down away from that run blitz.
All right, so the Indians on the move. The ball crossed the 48-yard line on the initial first down of the football game for the Bridgeport Indians. 1st and 10 just underway here. 9:15 remaining in the opening quarter. The Indians working towards the Simpson Creek area of the stadium, or into the stadium. With a wing right, snap back to Cam Cole, run blitzed, and he gets out of a tackle for loss attempt from Dylan Hours in the backfield, and he will fall forward for 2 yards, but that was going to be a -3 as Hours shot the gap, again coming right over the center and the right guard, Quinn D'Amato, and Bo Ford, and he was able to get into the backfield. Gain of a yard as they set it down. Here comes a 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, both Jermaine Lewis and Dylan Hours, very good blitzers from their linebacker position. They're good athletes. They're both running backs as well.
Yeah, so Fairmont's gambling early with a lot of run blitzes.
Did that last year, remember?
That's right, and it'll cost you. All you need is a little crease. Here comes the handoff, and Paulson's going nowhere, and that's Hours. He rips him down on that end give to Paulson, and Hours was standing right in the gap at the 48-yard line. That's going to be a loss on the play of 5, and here comes 3rd and 14, and Hours fired up.
Yeah, good job that time. Hours blitzing right into that gap between the guard and tackle on the left side of the unbalanced part of the line. And it's kind of like he saw something on film, knew the pass was coming across. He was right there waiting for him.
They got a lot of run blitzes from Liberty last week, but you're dealing with a little different type of athlete here tonight doing the run blitzes. 3rd and 14 for Bridgeport. From the 48-yard line. Here comes a toss out to Cam Cole, and there's blocking. 45, nice block, 40, 35, first down. Tate Jordan leading the way as he plows over Dom Stingo, and Cam Cole takes it down to the Fairmont senior 36-yard line, and a Bridgeport first down.
That's the play where they get it to the blocking back, and he was able to pitch it out. That was Phil Reed. Reed also then took off downfield, was blocking downfield, helping out Tate Jordan as well.
A big conversion there on 3rd down and 14. The Indians take the ball down to the 36-yard line. 16 yards for Cam Cole. All right, Indians keep the drive alive. Charlie Brazier is now in at right wing. Snap, and there's a give to Charlie, and a nice crease. It closes quickly, and Brazier will get forward, lean down to the 34. Hours again on the tackle along with Tucker. So Hours might have double figure tackles here in this first half before we're all said and done. Might come on this drive.
Well, and that's where the big man up there keeping the blockers off of Hours, and that's Hubbard and Smith. They're tying up those blockers from keeping them from getting to the second level, which Hours is running free and making the stop.
Yeah, you can't climb. Not able to get the blocking to the second level, and Hours is also moving around a bit. All right, gain of 2, 2nd down and 8. Snap back, and here's Ty Martin. And Ty breaks a tackle and then gets clobbered, loses the football, and they're going to say it's a fumble, and it's picked up by Case Neely on the return, and he's going to take it for a touchdown. No argument from the Bridgeport sideline. Case Neely picks it up on the fumble from Ty Martin on his first carry, coughs it up, and the Polar Bears with the fumble return and score down the near sideline. 6:28 to play, opening quarter. Fairmont Senior on the board early.
It looked like 65-yard return. From my vantage point, looked like his knee was down. I could be wrong. And according to Brent Kimball, he was up. The knee was not down. It was a clear fumble and a return for Neely for a touchdown.
All right, extra point here for the Fairmont Senior Polar Bears at the post to the right. They're kicking this season. It is Trey Longwell doing the kicking. He's 3 of 4 on placements. So Bridgeport, last home game against Morgantown, fell down 7-0 on the opening kickoff, and here's a turnover that leads for a touchdown, and Neely's a straight-on kicker, and he missed it, pulled it to the left. So the lead stays 6-0 Fairmont Senior on Bridgeport's turnovers. The Indians +4 coming in, but it's Fairmont that turns Bridgeport over early. 6-0, Polar Bears in the lead. We're back in 30 on the Indians Radio Network.
From Glockfeldy Tire Centers comes the Cooper Discover AT3 family of tires, designed with superior all-season, all-terrain traction, and true durability. All 3 tires are backed by a best-in-class mileage warranty, so you can have the confidence to tackle the road and what lies beyond. Learn more at coopertire.com or stop in and talk to their knowledgeable staff at Glockfeldy Tire Centers in Morgantown, Bridgeport, Parkersburg, and Elkins.
Well, we've seen enough of these Fairmont Senior games. Some strange things happened. Last year, Bridgeport punted the ball into the personal protector, and then it was returned for a touchdown on a punt return, and Bridgeport gives Fairmont Senior one early here at 6-0.
Yeah, I also said on the football show this morning, turnovers would be key. And right there is one turnover, and they're going to be trying to attack that football, and he got his helmet right in there and knocked it free.
Here's the kickoff once again from Michael. Running up is Trent Haynes, 25 over the 30, out to the 35, and the hole closes there, and he's going to be gang tackled at the 36-yard line. Actually putting back to the 35, and the Indians offense will go to work. 1st down and 10 from that spot.
Well, the running room on the outside of the end on the right side has been there on those pitches and that one sweep. Inside, it's been tough. They're doing a lot of run blitzing. We try to go to our wing back from right to left. It's been even harder, so see what kind of adjustments we make here.
All right, 1st and 10, Indians ball at the 35-yard line, just touching the 35. Second offensive possession. Bridgeport did pick up a couple of first downs before the Martin fumble. First and 10 from the 35. Ball marked on the far side hash. Snap back to Cole. He tucks it and runs. Trying to get around the edge. He does. Sidesteps a tackler. He's out of one over the 45 with a flag down behind the play. This is going to be a holding penalty on Bridgeport on the edge, trying to get Cam Cole around the edge, and a holding penalty. So don't like the start to this one. Early on, got the inside controlled, and Bridgeport called on a hold, trying to get around the corner. Flag thrown by the white hat, Butch Carpenter, and we'll hear him for the first time tonight.
Holding. Offense, number 11. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Replay the down.
And it's on the wing back, Aiden Paulson on this side where the sweep went. And when you run those sweep from the T-back side, a lot of blocking and a potential hold there, and that potential hold was called. So give Cole a yard and back it up from there.
All right, back to the 26-yard line, where it's going to be first down and 20, almost called 19. So Cole does get a yard. Martin comes in as the wing to the right. Got Cole and Reppert in the backfield. Snap, delayed give to Reppert. They're waiting on him, and he'll put his shoulder down and just muscle his way out to the 28-yard line. Took 3 defenders to get him down, but Case and Neely and Smith up to the charge along with Dom Stingo. So a gain of just a couple on that one. Second down and 17.
Yeah, a little cutback against the flow of the blocking, and they tried to go against that, but Eric Smith was not full. He was waiting for Reppert right there.
You look at that Fairmont senior defensive front, you got some big bodies. Smith, we gave you his dimensions. And right over the football is Braylon Michael, 5'10", 240. Cole rolls, looks, throws, underthrown, fight for the ball. It's deflected and incomplete. So Lotsky was fighting with Evan Dennison on an underthrown ball from Cam Cole, rolling out to his left, trying to throw as a right-handed passer. And a good defense there by Dennison, but Lotsky just trying to hand fight him for the ball. Brings up 3rd and 17.
Yeah, if he had a chance to set his feet and throw downfield, he had Lotsky open, but the underthrown ball allowed Dennison to get position in front of Lotsky and deflect it.
All right, 3rd and 17. Bridgeport overcame a 3rd and 14 on the last possession. But not many 3rd and 17 conversions in this offense to be called. Snap back, and they'll run it right up the middle, and they're waiting on a Reppert, and he'll fall forward out to the 29-yard line, so he picks up 2. So Fairmont Senior is going to start a freshman quarterback, and their defense is going to give that young starter a 6-0 lead here at the worst for his first varsity snaps. All right, Taylor Thomas is on to punt. 2 punts, 37-yard average on the season. Deep to receive is Kaysen Neely. All right, Thomas awaits the long snap of Lotsky. He goes out over the football at the 28-yard line. Good snap back. And Taylor boots it off the side of his foot. It's going to be a short kick. Takes a Bridgeport roll, fortunately, inside the 40. And that thing's going to roll about 18 yards down to the 36-yard line. So that's a break there because that was a short punt off the side of the foot of Taylor Thomas. And now we've got an official's timeout down below, I believe, for water. They're going to let them get hydrated here. 4:34 remaining in the opening quarter. Fairmont Senior will have the ball when we come back. 6-0 Polar Bears in the lead at Wayne Jamison Field.
With all the financial headlines, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Hi, I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Ed Amon. If you have more questions than answers about what's next, let's work together and help ensure you're prepared for your journey. After all, retirement isn't the end of the trek. It's a new beginning. Stop by our office at 110 State Street in Bridgeport or call at 304-842-0014. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Well, great start for the Polar Bears of Fairmont Senior. They'll have the ball 1st and 10. Ball at the Bear 36-yard line, leading 6-0 on a scoop and score.
Okay, see if we can get a turnover own here. Freshman quarterback in there for the first time. Could make some mistakes. Let's be sound defensively.
Right here, 6'1", 190. Freshman Dom Stingo will line up as a receiver. Out wide, they got twins to the boundary. Start out on a shotgun with a sidecar and a tight slot. Going to hand the ball off on 1st down, and Lewis runs it up the middle, and he runs right into a buzzsaw wearing number 11, Aiden Paulson. He'll get a push out to the 40 for 4 yards, and Paulson comes down to make the stop.
Yeah, good job by Aiden Paulson to fill that gap, to get in there and bring Jermaine Lewis down.
But 4-yard push for Jermaine Lewis, who averages 8 yards per carry, 4 touchdowns, 67 yards per game so far this season. Pistol set. Lewis is in the backfield. The fullback is ours. He's lined up right of the quarterback. Speed option play. Whitehair pitches it out to Lewis. It's loose. Lewis can't find it. It's loose on the carpet at the 30, and the Indians have recovered. Landon Reppert with the fumble recovery. So Whitehair threw an option pitch. It came in high of Lewis, and he had a chance to catch it twice off the deflection, but could not locate the football. It ends up on the carpet, and Landon Reppert with the big turnover for Bridgeport.
And we talked about turnovers. There you go. Freshman quarterback, a little hot pitch. They ran option a lot in warm-ups. They didn't do that previously of Stingo, and the timing was not there. Lewis was a little bit too close to Whitehair, and a bad pitch. Turnover. Bridgeport has a chance to capitalize on this right here.
1st and 10, ball at the 30. Turnovers even. Bridgeport trying to capitalize like Fairmont Senior did on the Indians' mistake. Lotsky and Hess are the ends. No sparks tonight. Here's a quarterback counter from Cam Cole. Gets to the outside. Cole steps inside a blocker, or would-be tackler, rather inside the 25, and he's down to the 22. Gain of 8 for Cam Cole.
Yeah, Fairmont Senior really doing a good job of those linebackers shooting the gaps almost every time. They've got 4 of them there. We saw a 9-man front from Morgantown. A little different of a 6'3". This is a 5'4". Well, give some time here to figure this out.
Cam Cole takes a knee in the huddle, and now they're going to get him out, and Ty Martin will come in. So we mentioned, Aiden Sparks, the sophomore, out of this game, not available tonight. Expect him back for Robert C. Bird. So Cam Hess and Lotsky are the ends. The wing is Paulson. 2nd down and 3. Here's Ty Martin, a little stop-and-go move, and he is going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage. Could not get around the corner as the Indians tried to set the edge. Ty hesitated momentarily, and you can't hesitate against this speed.
Yeah, Kobe Toothman ends up getting the stop, but there was some other corners and safeties getting involved over there as well. No game.
Yep, no game. 3rd and 4, and really 2 downs to get it here. All right, well, you're in a grinder early. This is what you needed. So you got to work through it, and this line's going to have to grow up here tonight. 2:30 to play, opening quarter. Fairmont on top, 6-0. 3rd down and 4. Snap to Cole. Good lead blocking. Cole has the first down inside the 20. They jump on his back trying to rip the ball from him. Late whistle, and here comes a flag that's going to be thrown in, and that's going to be on Case and Neely, giving Cole the business after the whistle.
Yeah, good job by Landon Reppert filling that hole from his fullback position with the lead block, just getting enough space for Cole to get the first down.
All right, so Cole gets the first down on the run down to the 17, and we'll tack on half the distance here after the play.
5-yard face mask on defense, number 28. That 5 yards will be added to the end of the run. First down.
Mike Cruzel officially tagged on the face mask. Take the ball down to the 12-yard line.
I like that when they brought the tee back around with the lead blocker there. Helped, especially if that surge from Fairmont. That looks like I can work again.
Ryan Hall's checked in as the Indians go power back look with Reppert and Hall in the backfield.
And Brazier's a wing offset.
Snap back to Ryan. Here he runs and gets undercut and dropped at the 10, down to the 9-yard line. Cruzel made the tackle for Fairmont Senior, but good push there on first down. That's nearly 4 yards. We'll call it 3. 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, this is the big boy package they were talking about during the preseason with both Ryan Hall and Reppert in the backfield.
Cam Cole's going to come in, so Ryan Hall will get 1 carry and head back to the sideline. 1:40, quick moving opening quarter. Bridgeport trailing Fairmont Senior 6-0, but the Indians are in the red zone. Wing to the right. Snap back, Reppert. Reppert bangs up in there and wiggles free momentarily. Takes the ball down to the 7-yard line, so hard fought. 3, maybe 4 yards for Reppert there. So right now the interior, that's tough in there to find much of a push at the moment. Cole will come out on a 3rd down and 5. And again, the Indians probably 2 down territory here with the ball at the Polar Bear 7-yard line. Snap back to Ryan Hall. Hall tries to sliver through there, and he will get over the 5 to the 4-yard line, and that's going to be just short of the first down. All right, so 4th and 1 upcoming for the Indians as Aiden Paulson will check back in. The Indians 3 of 4 on 4th down conversions this season, 75%. So Paulson checks in, replacing Brazier, and officials timeout. We've got, here's developing news. We've got Dylan Hours taking himself out of the game.
Yeah, he came in a little banged up.
Yeah, he's got a calf, we understand, so he'll have to come out for this snap, which is a big snap. Jermaine Lewis will come in at linebacker.
On that last play, on that direct snap to the fullback, if we can see the cutback lane away from the flow, he could walk in for a touchdown.
All right, here it is. 4th down and 2. Ball at the 4. So got to get to the 2-yard line. Indians plenty of time on the huddle clock. It's at 25 seconds. Snap back, Ryan Hall. Hall walks it to the goal line, and he takes it in for the Bridgeport touchdown. Good block from Ruppert right in the middle, and Ryan Hall saw the outside was open, and the junior runs it in for the equalizer with 3.1 seconds to play in the opening quarter.
Good job by that right side of the unbalanced offensive line, bringing Hall in for 6.
All right, here's the extra point to give Bridgeport the lead, and after a nightmarish opening quarter, a lead would be huge heading to the second quarter. Taylor Thomas, who's 10 of 11 on the season, he missed his first point after of his career last week at Liberty. At the post to the right, out of the hold of Anthony Spatafor. Snap is down. Spatafor places it up and through. Taylor Thomas, the lefty, nails it, and the Bridgeport Indians take the lead, overcoming an early turnover. The Tribe cashes in on a Fairmont senior mistake. 7-6, Indians on top.
Are aches and pains getting in the way of doing what you love to do? If you're in pain or having trouble recovering from an injury or surgery, we can help. At Bridgeport Physical Therapy, we've been serving patients for over 20 years, offering the latest cutting-edge treatments to maximize recovery, such as dry needling, A-stem, sports medicine, aquatic therapy, and more. Plus, we now offer 2 locations on Main Street, Bridgeport, and White Oaks to make physical therapy convenient for you. Visit BridgeportPT.com. Bridgeport Physical Therapy, changing rehab, changing lives.
30-yard drive after the Fairmont senior turnover, and it is Ryan Hall who scores for Bridgeport. Indians take a 7-6 lead. Let's check in on the sideline with Brent Kimball. Sideline reports brought to you all season by Bridgeport State Farm Insurance agent Chad Ruppert.
Special credit has to go to Tate Jordan on that play. He did a great job on the turnover. Great pitch responsibility. He's the one that caused that fumble. Ruppert picked it up there. Big turnover, big swinging momentum here for the Indians.
Yeah, absolutely. Needed that one in the worst way. Here's a kickoff from Cam Rubenstein, and that is not going to be returnable. Actually, back kicks at the 4 is picked up, and on the return, here comes Case and Neely far side. He is gobbled up at the 15-yard line. What a great job by Cam Rubenstein, almost like your pitching wedge there, Chris. It took a backspin as it looked like it was going to go in the end zone and sat there right at the 4, and Neely had to return it out to the 15.
And Casey Neely treated it like a punt. He kept his heels right here on that 5-yard line, thinking, okay, I'll just let it go. Problem is, on the kickoff, that's a live ball. Then he realizes, I'm going to have to get on top of this. He does hit the 5 and carries it out and gets stopped.
Sorry, into the first quarter. So we got to step aside here. 7-6, Bridgeport on top. Indians football continues on the home of the Tribe.
Looking for a dependable contractor? Look no further than BCR Contracting. Whether you need a deck, a roof, a new bathroom, or a new custom home, BCR Contracting does it all at an affordable price. So stop putting off that project. Now is the time to call BCR Contracting to get your project underway. Free estimates. Check out their Facebook page, BCR Contracting LLC, or call Brian at 304-641-2848. Taking pride in quality, reliable, and affordable contracting. That's BCR Contracting.
Let's just do it, okay?
Coming up at halftime, scores, stats, and more on the quality machine, Indians at the half.
Did you know there's a place where you can get good neighbor service and surprisingly great rates on home and auto insurance? Yep, and that place is State Farm. Here's the deal. State Farm agent Shad Reppert is your go-to agent in Bridgeport for the service you deserve at the price you want. So stop shopping around. State Farm agent Shad Reppert has you covered. Call 304-381-3276 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individuals' premiums will vary by customers. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Start of the second quarter, and here's a run from Lewis, and Lewis is going to be slammed as he spins the 17-yard line. Great ball pursuit by Bridgeport right around the edge, and Lewis will be held on the play to 2 yards on the hand sweep. Start of the second quarter, 7-6 Bridgeport.
Good job by Ty Martin to force that play back inside as he set the edge from his corner position near side.
Meanwhile, Dylan Hours is on the Fairmont senior bench with the trainer, so it does not look like he's going to come back into this game, at least on this drive. We'll keep an eye on that. He came in, again, had a calf injury. All right, 12 on the huddle clock, second down and 8. Ball's at the 16, 17-yard line. Lewis in the backfield with White here. Play clock's down to 2. It's down to 1, and they did not get the play off, and there's the penalty. Delay of game is going to be the call on Fairmont Senior, and I don't believe they got a timeout either. So this should be a 5-yard mark-off.
Delay of game. Offense. 5 yards. 5 yards. Still second down.
So some growing pains there with the freshman.
One thing I noticed for Aiden Sparks on defense on that left defensive end, it's Cameron Jones, the senior, getting the start on that end.
Jones, Summers, Tate, and Hess. And then the backers are walked up, Hall and Reppert. Second down and 13. And we're going to have a whistle, and Whitehair again slow. 13 on the huddle clock, and Fairmont Senior has to take a timeout.
Fairmont Senior, timeout.
Well, you wanted to start a freshman in his first career game on the road at Fairmont Senior, and road here at Bridgeport. Welcome, Brody Whitehair, to the varsity football team.
7-6, Bridgeport on top. 11-1 to play until halftime.
Do you think you've been exposed to COVID-19 and need testing? Bridgeport Express Care is now offering 15-minute rapid COVID testing by nasal swab, along with COVID-19 antibody testing. Antibody testing is a simple blood test to determine if you've had any recent or past exposure to the virus. Bridgeport Express Care is a locally owned and operated urgent care and family medicine facility and would like to thank you for your continued support through these difficult times. To make an appointment, call 304-842-3330.
Fairmont Senior facing a second down and 13. 11-1 mark to play until halftime. Backed up deep in their own end as we see Brady Hours being walked to the locker room by Bridgeport team doctor Chris Courtney. All right, ready to go after the Fairmont Senior timeout. Lewis in the backfield with Whitehair. Takes the shotgun. Snap, he dropped it. It was wide of him. He picks it up. Now he tries to get around the corner. Here comes the pressure, and he is going to sidestep a sack and eventually go down at the 10-yard line. It will be a sack on the play, a loss of 2. Charlie Brazier in the area along with Derek Starkey. So a rough start here for the freshman Whitehair.
Yeah, snap was a little bit to his left. Fumbled it initially, then took it. He just took off the left side and goes as a sack.
All right, here's a third down and 14 at the 10:30 mark.
Right now, you'll keep everything in front of you here, don't. And if they do catch it, bring them down. They're good athletes.
All right, Indians brought a 4-man rush last time. Probably anticipate the same here and play coverage. Fairmont trouble getting lined up. Whitehair is back. He stares down his receiver. He fires at man-on-man coverage. Pass caught. Case nearly 50. Beats Starkey to the 30, 25-20, 15-10, 5. Touchdown. 86 yards. Whitehair just threw it up, and Cason Neely, the senior, beat the corner. No safety help.
Yeah, no safety help to that side. Just threw a little go route on third down and long, and it goes for a touchdown.
Yeah, way too easy. Just went back, throw it as far as you can, and let Neely run under it. And that's what he did. And coming into this game, you had concerns about Bridgeport's corners. They're young, and they're first-time starters. And Whitehair, well, you talk about confidence for a freshman. He comes in, unaware of the play clock, takes a delay of game, then drops a snap, and then just proceeds to throw a bomb. All right, they'll go for 2 to try to give Fairmont Senior a 14-7 lead. Whitehair in the shotgun, takes the snap. It's going to be a quarterback run. Whitehair slows up, and he will dive his way in. Indians out pursued to the edge, and he saw the cutback lane and takes it in for the 2-point conversion. All right, 10:04 remaining until halftime. Fairmont Senior with another explosive play. It's 14-7, 10:04 remaining until halftime. Indians football continues on the home of the Tribe.
Why shop the rest when you can buy from the best? You already know the most reliable parts for your car, truck, SUV, or heavy-duty needs are at Napa. You already know the friendly, knowledgeable parts professionals are at Napa. So that leaves one question. Why are you not at Napa? Shop your locally owned, nationally known Napa store today. Qualified parts, helpful people. That's the Napa know-how.
To find a Napa location near you, visit mtowernapa.com.
When it comes to the best pre-owned deals in the world, nobody beats Dan Cava Toyota in Fairmont and Buick GMC in Clarksburg. You will not find a better selection of pre-owned in the area. Right now, during their end of summer savings event, save thousands, and I mean thousands, on all makes, all models. No reasonable offer refused. Plus, get top dollar for your trade. So why shop anywhere else when you can shop the world? Shop DanCavaToyota.com or CavaBuickGMC.com.
Well, Brody Whitehair will not forget his first varsity touchdown pass anytime soon, that's for sure. Here's the kickoff from Michael down the middle, taken by Martin at the 20, over the 25, meets resistance, hit hard and dropped at the 28-yard line by Trey Longwell. Let's check in downstairs. The Brent Kimball Sideline Report brought to you by your local State Farm Insurance agent, Chad Reppert.
Developing story down here on the Fairmont Senior sideline. Dylan Hours, the sophomore linebacker, was making some big plays there on that first defensive stand for Fairmont Senior. Is out of the field with a left elbow injury. His return is questionable, so we'll see what happens in that developing storyline.
All right, thanks a lot, Brent. Came in with a leg injury. Wasn't 100%, but so the elbow is something new. We'll talk about that defensive alignment here in a moment. First, the Indians' 1st and 10 snap. Ball is marked at the 28-yard line. Indians trail 14-7. Snap is back to Cam Cole. Cole wades through traffic, comes over the 35, and has a defender on his back. Jumps on him at the 37-yard line. Yep, 37. Good 8-yard gain. Chris, you go back to that defensive alignment. Bridgeport only had one safety back deep. The other safety was close near the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, pretty much. I wouldn't call it bump and run, but you're about 5 yards off the receivers there on 3rd and 14. The one safety deep. They just ran a go route down the far sideline.
Yeah, certainly you can give up the first down there. You don't want to give up a 90-yard touchdown. All right, play on. 2nd down and a long yard. Snap to Landon Reppert. Reppert will get the first down as he runs out of an ankle tackle and dives out to the 44-yard line. He was out of the tackle attempt of Mike Cruzel, and Reppert moves the sticks out to the 44 as the Indians are able to pick up a first down in 2 plays for the first time tonight.
They got Michael Cruzel in at inside linebacker for Dylan Hours, who left with that elbow injury.
All right, 1st and 10, Bridgeport, ball at the 44, 9:07 remaining until halftime. Polar Bears on top, 14-7.
And Cruzel is 25 pounds lighter than Hours, so that may be a difference.
Cam Cole to T-back. Reppert going to hand it off to Paulson. He hesitates in the hole, and it closes quickly, and Paulson picks up 2 yards, and that's it. Hayden ran in there and was looking to his left, stopped, looked back to his right, decided to go that way, but again, these Polar Bear linebackers converge quickly, and it doesn't take long for them to get there. And Noah Clifton, he is a veteran young man. He's played a lot of linebacker for this Polar Bear team.
Yeah, he kind of hesitated. Once he bounced it back into the middle, he went right into Jermaine Lewis and company.
All right, gain of 2 on the play. 8:19 remaining until halftime. Bridgeport down 14-7. Snap delayed, give to Reppert. Shoulder down, and not much happening there. He'll pick up 2 yards. Again, the Fairmont senior linebackers are just reading and standing and waiting. Bridgeport's been unable to get to the second level.
It was Clifton and Lewis again there on the stop.
All right, here's a big play here in the momentum of this game. 3rd down and 7. 7:47 to play until halftime.
You're in the middle of the field here. If you get 5 or 6, you can then go for it on 4th.
Wing right is Paulson. Shotgun sidecar to the right. Snap, quarterback counter. Cole lassoed, whipped down at the 49-yard line of Fairmont Senior, gain of 3. And we'll leave Bridgeport looking at a 4th down and almost 4. That is 4. Yeah, 4th and 4.
Well, decision time here for Coach Ferris. He can punt it and back him up, down 14-7, or he can elect to go for it, and I think he's going to go for it.
All right, 7-11 remaining here. Indians have converted a 4th down. Up to the line with 13 on the huddle clock. Got to get the ball to the Fairmont 46-yard line. It's 4th down and a solid 3. Good job. Going to get a freebie. Hard count from Phil Reed. He's the blocking back. He does the cadence, and he gets 2 Polar Bears to jump.
Yeah, Darius Hubbard and also Jace Dalton came across.
Dead ball, encroachment, defense, number 11. That's a 5-yard penalty. That results in the 1st down.
Jace Dalton was who they'll tag on the penalty. But he had company. He wasn't the only one that jumped over.
Yeah, it was big old Darius Hubbard. Hubbard and Smith are 2 big tackles on the inside.
All right, Indians move the sticks. 6:40 remaining until halftime. Down 14-7. Fairmont Senior in the lead. Wing to the right. Snap back to Cam Cole. Back to the quarterback counter. This time he squirts through over the 40. Tries to spin by a defender. But Fairmont Senior not missing many tackles. Evan Dennison had the clamps put on Cam down to the 38-yard line, however. So a good gain of 7 on 1st down.
Again, they fake the flow to the unbalanced side to the right. Come against the weak side left of the run. Good job there on the offensive line as well.
Yeah, you hope this O-line, Chris, is starting to settle in a little bit here. And, of course, Tyler Ferris, as a play caller, also starting to discover some things that he can call that will work. 2nd down and 4. Here's the run blitz. Reppard runs against him. He's out of an ankle tackle. He'll have the 1st down. They had him stopped 2 yards shy of the lead stick, but Reppard, keeping those legs churning, takes it down to the 31 for a gain of 7 and a Bridgeport 1st down.
And that was Cruzel, the backup linebacker, tried to bring him down by the ankles. That's not Dylan Ayers, and that's where he broke the tackle and was able to get the 1st down out to the 31.
Fans, a reminder to wrap up of the game, including stats, rosters, pictures, lots more on the Indians home on the web, BridgeportIndiansFootball.com, and the BHS Indians radio app, powered by Cooper Law Office. Well, we're in a grinder here. No surprise with these 2 teams in the last decade. Played a lot of games like this. 1st and 10, ball at the Polar Bear 31-yard line. Snap to Reppard, right between the tackles. Shoulder down. He delivers some contact, takes it down to the 28 for 3. So Landon Reppard, the 6'1", 210-pound senior, trying to deliver as much punishment as he receives on those between the tackle runs. He picks up 3, 2nd and 7.
They're setting up that little play where they can pitch it from the blocking back out to the T-back. That time the fullback carried, and Cole keeps motioning out on that pitch as a fake.
Charlie Brazier's in at right end. Reppard and Cole in the backfield. Phil Reed is the blocking back on 2nd down and 7. Here's the inside give to the wing, and that's Charlie Brazier, and Brazier runs into Noah Clifton. He spins north off of Clifton and will have it near the lead stick. I think he's going to be just short, but we'll give Charlie a gain on the play of 6.
Yeah, no hesitation. Brazier carried it from the right side wing off the left guard, left tackle there, and good job by Brazier.
All right, 3rd and a yard. The Indians are eating the clock up here in the 2nd quarter, and that is key because Fairmont gets the ball to start the 3rd. 14-7, Bridgeport trailing Fairmont Senior by 7. 3rd and a yard. Ball at the 22.
Mason Neely walking up here is the 10th guy in the box.
Handoff. Reppard. Nice hole. Opens up. He has the 1st down as he topples down to the 19-yard line. Cruzel and Clifton on the stop. And it only goes as about a 3-yard gain, but that probably was one of the best block runs Bridgeport has had tonight. Finally got a little bit of caving in off that left side. Running behind Isaiah West and Kamar Summers on the left side.
One thing I've noticed, if Neely keeps walking up in the box as that 10th guy, that's when you can use that little pop pass over the middle without him being in the backfield.
Yeah, let's see where they put their safeties on this snap of the ball. 1st and 10. Ryan Hall's back in. Hall gets the crease off the right side and takes it down to the 14-yard line. And, yep, you can see it now starting to churn a little bit. You've got a tired Fairmont senior front. Once you can defeat that front, that's when you can start chipping on the linebackers.
Job again by Hall, just hitting that hole hard. No hesitation. Right through there he goes. And that's a winner on first down.
All right, Reppert will come out. Second down, 5 to go. And he is trying to score their second touchdown.
You can see the hands on hips by the defensive lineman out there right now.
2:50 remaining until halftime. 14-7. Snap back to Cam Cole. Flag at the snap, and that's going to go against the Indians. And ball's going to go to the 11-yard line. Fairmont Senior says it came loose in there. But the officials are signaling third down as Cam Cole picks himself off the bottom of the pile. Looks like we got an injured Indian. Nope, Cam Hess just getting up slow, but this is going to be a penalty at the snap on Bridgeport, illegal motion.
Yeah, those little pre-snap penalties really hurt you on these time-consuming drives. You're out there getting 4 and 5 yards a punch.
It had to have been a back leaning because Bridgeport obviously is not in motion. And we're waiting on the report from Butch Carpenter down below, the white hat of this crew. Ball will go back to the 19-yard line, and we'll see what he saw.
Illegal motion. Offense, number 23. 5 yards from the previous spot. Replay second down.
All right, Phil Reed.
Yeah, he flinched while the wingback was in motion. So that's 2 at the snap.
All right, second down and 10. Lotsky is the wing to the left. From the 19. And here's a snap to tie. Martin comes to the near sideline, and Martin is upended by Evan Dennison, but he'll get positive yardage down to the 13 for 6. Brings up third down and 4.
And good job there by Ty Martin carrying that sweep off the left side.
I got to get it to the 9 as the clock winds down close to 2 minutes. Big decision would come right here, Chris. If you don't get this first down, would you go for the 3 or keep the offense out there?
It depends on how much you get here on third down, I think.
Third down and 4. Need a push up front. Snap back to Cole off the right side, and a diving attempt made by Cruzel to tackle Cole. No gain on the play. It's fourth down, and we might see Taylor Thomas come on. Tyler Ferris is going to take a look at the game clock that reads 1:39. It's a 4th and 4. Ball's in the center of the field, and from here would be about a 31-yard attempt for Taylor Thomas if you go that direction, and Taylor's career long is 33. Right now the offense stays out there. Might see if Bridgeport runs this clock down and takes a timeout. Wouldn't be a bad decision because you don't want to leave Fairmont with much time remaining. Play clock's at 7.
They try to get him to jump here as well, like last time.
Got to snap it if they're going to snap it. And the Indians do a dummy count and will take a timeout. So took too long to get up there to really bark a lot of cadence to try to get Fairmont to jump. So Bridgeport takes a timeout, and we'll see if they make a change here and send the field goal unit out. I mean, if you get it, great. But I almost feel like you need points here. This has been too good of a drive to come up with nothing and then allow Fairmont Senior to go in the locker room leading by 7 and get the ball to start the third quarter.
I don't see much movement down there from Taylor Thomas, so looks like they may go for this. Keep in mind, Fairmont Senior does get the ball to start the second half. However, if you do not get this first down, Polar Bears will have the ball.
1:05 and 2 timeouts.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I just worry about this being deflating. If you don't get this and Fairmont Senior gets the ball, you've ate up almost 6-7 minutes off the second quarter clock and come away with zilch.
Well, to me, I would personally kick the field goal because the ball's in the middle of the field. That's my decision, although Coach Ferris is also challenging his offensive line here to come off the ball.
Yeah, maybe he's got a play he likes.
Sure he does.
That sweep, they haven't really stopped the sweep yet.
On the pitch also, we haven't seen that since early on when it worked well.
Yeah, and that's the handoff, the snap back handoff to Phil Reed, and then he pitches it out. All right, the ball's marked in the center of the field, so Fairmont can't overplay the wide side. Indians will go on 4th down and 4 with 1:05 remaining. There it is, the pitch out to Cole to the 5, touchdown! big touchdown for Cam Cole and the Bridgeport offense. A classic Bridgeport drive, and the Tribe an extra point away from tying the score. 14. Yeah, I told you should have gone for it.
Yeah, 14, but they've been setting that play up for a long time now since he ran it early in the first quarter and it worked.
All right, Taylor Thomas on for a very important placement here to try to tie the score. Last snap was a bit high. Spatafor did a great job collecting it and getting it down to the ground before Thomas's toe got there. This time it all works, and the kick from Taylor Thomas sails through that nighttime sky, and the Bridgeport Indians with the equalizer as the Tribe has rallied for the second time tonight to tie the score. We're now 14-all with 59 ticks remaining until halftime.
Why settle for the rest when you can have the best? Mia Margarita Coal-Fired Pizzeria, voted best pizza in West Virginia by TripAdvisor and USA Today. An award-winning pizza starts with the basics, the best local ingredients, the finest Italian imports, and of course, the coal-fired oven. It all comes together to create West Virginia's finest pizza. To go with your coal-fired pizza, unique pasta dishes, a large craft beer selection, cocktails, and much more. Online ordering at miamargarita.com. Mia Margarita.
Indians take the ball from their own 29-yard line and run it in on 4th down and 4. Indians also converted some 4th downs on that drive.
How about this stat? We got 59 seconds to go in the first half. Fairmont Senior's offense has run 4 plays in this first half.
All right, here's the kickoff. That's crazy. Dennison fields at 15. Comes over the 20, slows up, gets over the 20, and now he's loose to the outside, over the 25, to the 30, 35, far sideline, blocking the back. Going to come behind the play, and Dennison is down at the 43-yard line. But this will cost Fairmont Senior. Luckily, had a block in the back out at the 40.
There's 2 flags. There's one. Yeah, there's one to the 31-yard line, which will benefit us and move it back further. But yeah, about 5 or 6 missed would-be tackles, and then Dennison carries it all the way down inside our territory, but it's going to come back.
Yeah, had him bottled up. So again, Bridgeport's kick coverage has been a problem in the first 3 weeks. They tried some different personnel this week out there, not wholesale, just here and there, but your whole idea is you don't want to play a ton of starters on your special teams, but you may get to the point where you have to. All right, a lot of discussion here over what seems to be a pretty easy call.
Illegal blindside block during the return. That'll be a 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. It's going to be Fairmont Senior's ball.
All right, that's even better because that's 15 on a blindside block instead of the block in the back.
Well, and the key to that is you had guys there for the stop. You just didn't bring him down. So it's all tackling, all fundamentals. That'll be corrected.
So, of course, that's the new rule. Been in high school now for a couple of years. You can't peel back on a guy. So the ball goes back to the 25-yard line, and that's where Fairmont will have it with 43 seconds.
2 deep high safeties now for Bridgeport.
And now we have another stoppage here. Got to get a Fairmont Senior ball into play and a Bridgeport ball out of play here. All right, so you've got Zach Rohrig now in at safety along with Martin. Haynes and Starkey are the corners.
And they're playing about 10 yards off right now. Yeah, Paulson up as one of the linebackers, or actually one of the corners near side.
Yeah, covering the slot. Whitehair's just going to take off and run it on the quarterback draw, and he'll scoot out of bounds far sideline. They'll put him out at the 35, so on the scramble, he'll have the first down.
One thing he gives you is a better runner than what Dom Stingo was. Quick and athletic as Whitehair, carrying it off that left side.
Now, if you're Bridgeport, you're just really protecting the goal line because, again, Fairmont Senior doesn't have a kick game to speak of. Trey Longwell's their kicker, but he missed an extra point and has not attempted a field goal this season. 38.7. Fairmont does have 2 timeouts, so you'd like to tackle them inbounds at least to force them to either hurry or use their timeouts. Tight twins to the right. Whitehair looks for quarterback run again. Gets around the corner, the 35, out to the 40, and again it gets out of bounds at the 43-yard line. 30 seconds escorted out by Trent Haynes. So Fairmont's just run quarterback sweep left and right, and they've advanced the ball on those 2 plays 18 yards to the 43.
And that's what you give up when you're playing two deep safeties and your corners are playing 10 yards off in coverage. You're giving up that little run from the quarterback on that draw.
All right, Indians have seen enough, so they bring Charlie Brazier in, and Paulson goes back to deep safety, and Bridgeport will take a defensive timeout here. And I think that's a good decision. The last thing you want to have is a bust coverage in the secondary and give up another cheap one. I thought you were going to say, here it is, 30 seconds to play until halftime in this game, and Robert C. Burden Kaiser will kick off in 10 minutes.
One score report to you. First quarter score, Morgantown leads Hedgesville 14-7. That is at Pony Lewis Field in Morgantown. And look at more of the scores at the half.
Well, lots of adjustments to be had here at halftime for Bridgeport as the Indians, coming off a week ago, your best rushing performance in school history, and tonight it's been a struggle to get any big chunk plays.
I think that's the key. You've had to do it the old-fashioned way. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, but it's worked, except for one possession with the fumble.
All right, following the timeout again, Fairmont has 2 timeouts, 30 seconds remaining, and they have the ball at their own 43-yard line. See if Whitehair puts it into the air this time. Nope, going to quarterback, run it again. Trying to get to the outside, and Landon Reppert's going to pull him down by the back of the jersey. No gain on the play.
Good job by Reppert, bringing him down, keeping him in bounds as well.
Yep, and that will probably end the first half as Fairmont Senior is not taking any timeouts, and the clock is down under 10 seconds, and they're facing a 3rd and 2. So, if they have a Gage Michael or a Connor Neal of the past, they're probably more aggressive in the play calling, but here they are content with running out the first half clock and take a 14-14 tie into the locker room at halftime, and that's where we are here at Wayne Jamison Field. Of half of mistakes, but Bridgeport has overcome them to be even. Quality Machine, Indians at the half, kicks off after this timeout on the home of the Indians. Let's check in first with Brent Kimball, who's going to have Tyler Ferris.
Coach, 14-14 slobber knocker, a little old-fashioned football. What's your take here on the first half?
We're beating ourselves. Turn the ball over, penalties, not playing hard. I'm not very happy with the effort right now. We need to focus on us, come out hard in the second half, lower the pad level, get nasty like we normally do.
Go get him in the second half, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, thanks a lot, Brent. Sideline Reports brought to you by your local State Farm insurance agent, Chad Reppert. 14-14 halftime on the home of the Indians.
I'm Jonathan Clutter with Pat Bull Funeral Home and Cremation Service in Jane Lou. Our staff is dedicated to upholding our tradition of excellence, so we offer personalized services of the highest standards. In our state-of-the-art facility, you will find services and conveniences not available at other funeral homes in the area, at prices that are comparable. We have our own on-site crematory. Pat Bull Funeral Home. Give us a call to compare. 304-884-2400.
Are you craving pizza for dinner? If you answered yes to this, then here's the deal. Head down to East of Chicago Pizza in Shenton next to Vincent Lumber. This isn't your average pizza. This is a deep dish pizza loaded with toppings, mouth-watering toppings, wings, subs, salads for those family members that for some reason don't want pizza. Come on, man, is that even American? Delivering in the Shenton and Lumberport areas. Now offering online ordering at eastofchicago.com or call them at 304-592-2550.
Follow the Indians online, live and archived games, highlights, schedules, rosters, stats, and much more at BridgeportIndiansFootball.com or download the Bridgeport Indians radio app powered by Cooper Law Office.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Shinston Ace Hardware, your local hardware specialist on South Pike Street in Shinston, has you covered. Whether you need a key cut, a nut, a bolt, or your propane tank filled, Shinston Hardware has all your hardware needs. You need paint? They got you covered with thousands of colors from Benjamin Moore Paints. Shinston Ace Hardware also has your outdoor needs covered as well. They are your premier steel dealer in Harrison County. Shinston Ace Hardware, South Pike Street in Shinston.
Things can happen happen fast after an accident that can affect your claim against an at-fault driver and your rights to insurance benefits. The lawyers at Cooper Law Office can help you with your accident-related damage and injury claims and can help to make sure that all your rights are protected along the way. Call Cooper Law Offices as soon as possible after your accident at 304-842-0505. If you hire Cooper Law Offices, you can rest assured your claim is preserved and your rights are protected. Cooper Law Offices. Legal advice for accident victims. CooperLawWV.com.
Delicious vegetables are not a thing of the past. Edge of Town Farm Market is a fourth-generation farm, offering the freshest vegetables and herbs in the area, grown right beside the market. Heirloom tomatoes, half-runner beans, the sweetest sweet corn. Pick your own if you want. Our garden is your garden. Ask about locally grown grass-fed beef also. Edge of Town Farm Market, open weekends 10 till 4. Edge of Town Farm Market. Take the I-79 and more exit, Route 58, east 1 mile. Look for the signs and Big Red Barn.
Think Penguin, think Grogs.
At Grogs Home Services, our mission is to provide outstanding service when it comes to all your home's plumbing needs. From plumbing repairs to installs, we offer a full line of plumbing services. Faulty water heaters, clogged main drains, water treatment. No matter the plumbing project, our expert plumbers can handle it. And we always provide upfront pricing, so you're never surprised by an unexpected bill. For unparalleled plumbing services, call the professionals at Grogs Home Services today.
Think Penguin, think Grogs.
Coverage of Bridgeport Indians football continues now with the Quality Machine Indians at the half.
Back at halftime at Wayne Jamison Field, classic Fairmont senior Bridgeport grinder in that first half. 14-14 is our score here at the break. Travis Jones along with Chris George, Brent Kimball, and Chris Johnson from ConnectBridgeport.com joins us here for his first half thoughts. Sure, a lot of Chris. I'm not sure we saw this coming in this first half of play. You had two, outstanding defenses on display, and big plays from Fairmont Senior. Of course, the difference.
Right. People are going to look at the big pass play, 90 yards, but could Bridgeport have covered that play any better? It was great coverage, but what a pass for a freshman quarterback who had been moving backwards, on that drive. We've talked a lot all week about Fairmont Senior can't throw the ball like they have, but maybe that's not the case now, because that was as pretty a throw as I've seen. But you give Bridgeport credit for bouncing back, putting together some typical long drives that you're eating up a lot of the clock. I don't know. It's just barely turned dark. This game has moved along pretty quick.
7 plays is all Fairmont Senior's offense had to do in the first half, and here we are tied at 14 because of the big play. One of them a 90-yard touchdown pass you alluded to, and the other was the fumble return for a touchdown. That's why this game is tied at 14, and I think this first possession in the second half is the biggest part of this game coming up.
Yeah, get a couple of stops, get the ball back, and you're starting to see some holes opening up, for both Cam and Repper running the ball, and that pitch play's been, clutch, a couple times in the first half.
Yeah, the outside run has been Bridgeport's bread and butter. They got to figure out what's going on between the tackles here down at halftime.
But that 3 and 4 yards of punch in between the tackles has set up those outside sweep and pitch plays, which has worked in the first half. I think if you continue to control the ball in the second half, you will definitely wear them down. I think he got advantage. Again, that first possession, second half is key coming up.
Certainly is. All right, Chris, look forward to your post-game report. ConnectBridgeport.com following the game. 14-14, our halftime score. Chris has scores from around the state of West Virginia on the Metro News Game Night scoreboard as the Quality Machine Indians to the half continues.
Who offers 40-degree programs, is ranked in the top 30 affordable schools nationwide, and is right here in West Virginia. That's right, Alderson Broaddus University. AB has a student-to-faculty ratio of 15-1, and 99% of our graduates are employed or in graduate school within 6 months of graduation. AB has varsity sports, a vibrant Greek life, clubs, and students from all over the world. Alderson Broaddus University. In a world where you can be anything, become a battler. Visit ab.edu.
Yee, doggies! Head Hillbilly here. Hillbilly Hatchets. Psst. We got axe throwing and adult beverages in Bridgeport. The secret's out. So come on down to Bridgeport and chuck some axes with electronic targets. We got 4 games. Standard target, tic-tac-toe, Connect 4, and zombies. Aim for the Michael Jackson zombie. And don't forget we got Tasella's Pizza. So get all gussied up, hop in a pickup truck, and come on down and see us. Route 50, 1 mile east of Bridgeport, right behind Reap Graphic.
Whether your job is big or small, Bear Contracting brings a high level of experience and understanding to every job site since 2004. Specializing in earthwork, excavation and grading, underground utilities, hillside stabilization, and more, Bear Contracting has the experience and knowledge to get your construction project done. Call them today at 326-0106 or visit them online at bear-contracting.com.
We are all dealing with it. Prices are going up. Whether it is the grocery store or the gas pumps, our budgets are stretched and no one seems to care. We do at the Marquette Insurance Agency. With multiple industry-leading companies like Nationwide and Progressive to choose from, we'll find you the right insurance deal for you to create some room in your budget. You can find us in Bridgeport or Philippi. Marquette, the insurance agency you keep.
Oh my gosh, dear, I can't remember if I took my medicine.
No surprise there. Our anniversary was last week.
Oh.
Let's go to Community Pharmacy. They take the guesswork out of taking your meds.
Forgetting anniversaries? Sorry, but Community Pharmacy does offer medication packaging that organizes your meds into morning, noon, and evening, plus free local delivery and a full line of medical equipment, supplies, and rentals. Your locally owned and trusted hometown pharmacy, Community Pharmacy, Johnson Avenue in Bridgeport. No long lines, and we know your name.
Hogging the internet is your right. You should be able to stream video, access cloud applications, and download large files as much as you want. But without fiber, the internet can be frustrating. So get CityNet's fiber optic network. It's the fastest internet available. It's thousands of times faster than those little piggies and has the best reliability with virtually unlimited bandwidth. So go ahead. It's okay. Hog the internet. Get the fastest internet on a network that's built to last. Visit internethog.com.
Indians football. Big play replay.
There it is, the pitch out to Cole to the 5, touchdown! Big touchdown for Cam Cole and the Bridgeport offense. A classic Bridgeport drive, and the Tribe an extra point away from tying the score.
Cam Cole, 69 yards rushing at the half. We're tied at 14 here at Bridgeport with the Polar Bears of Fairmont Senior. Now it's time to take a look at our Metro News game night scoreboard. We'll start in Class AAA. There's a big game tomorrow. Number 2 University, 3-0 at number. Well, actually, they're not ranked this week. Wheeling Park, 1-1, coming off a COVID pause. That game is tomorrow night at Wheeling Island Stadium. Number 3 Huntington in the second quarter leads number 5 George Washington, a pair of 3-0 teams. 7-0 Highlanders in the second period of play. Second quarter score. Number 4 Martinsburg leads Highland Springs of Virginia 14-13. Keep an eye on that one. Also in the second quarter, Metro News Class AAA Game of the Week. Number 5 Jefferson leads number 9 Spring Mills 13-7 in Shenandoah Junction. Also in AAA, number 9 Cabell Midland at the half leads Hurricane 24-19. Cabell Midland 2-1. Hurricane, they know they need to win this game to kind of keep going here. They're 1-2, struggling to start the year. No score between Parkersburg South and Parkersburg in a battle of Wood County at Stadium Field in Parkersburg. First quarter score, number 11 Spring Valley leads St. Albans 7-0. No score between Greenbrier East and Buckhannon Upshur. Number 14 John Marshall leads Trimble of Ohio 14-0 in the first quarter of play. Halftime, Marietta, Ohio leads Ripley 21-7. In the first quarter, Morgantown still leads Hedgesville 14-7. Also in AAA, one more score for you. Shenandoah, Virginia leads Musselman 13-8. That is the second period score. Let's look at Class AA, where Kaiser and Byrd are just kicked off in Kaiser. So that game will be played late into the night. Herbert Hoover in the first quarter at number 3 in AA this week leads Wyoming East 35-0. A final from last night, Lincoln, number 7 in AA, beat Nicholas County 21-13. A very good game. More AA scores from tonight. Number 12 Scott leads number 6 out of Single A Sherman 6-0 in the first quarter. That's a battle of Boone County in that one. Number 9 Point Pleasant leads number 10 Oak Glen 7-0. The Big Blacks at the half up in New Cumberland. Number 13 Independence leads Shady Spring 20-7. That is the second period score. Also in AA, East Fairmont 14, Braxton County 6 in the second quarter in Flatwoods. No score between Phillip Arbor and Liberty Harrison in AA. One more AA score. In the second quarter, Winfield 22, Wayne 6. Now let's take a Class Single A. No score yet, or no report, I should say, from East Hardy and Tigers Valley. Also, number 5, Wheeling Central in a rivalry game with Shadyside, Ohio. That is a 7-7 score in the second. Shadyside only lost to Wheeling Park in AAA, only by 4 points earlier this year. Second quarter, number 8, Richland County leads St. Mary's in a rival game, 14-0. Metro News Class A game of the week. No score yet between number 9, Buffalo, and number 10, Williamstown. Second quarter, number 11, Gilmer County leads Wahama 27-14. Greenbrier West 11 in Single A leads Webster County. No surprise here, 26-6. That is a second quarter score. Halftime, Pocahontas County 21, number 15, Petersburg 6. Keep an eye on that one. Clay Battelle leads Bealsville, Ohio 36-8 in the second quarter. A couple more scores for you. Moorfield 18, Tucker County nothing in the second quarter. And Mount View leads Summers County 6-0 into 1. And one more score to report to you. There is no score in a local game between AA Grafton and South Harrison.
This is the Metro News High School Football Report. Here's Fred Persinger.
It has been a very trying season so far for the Big Reds of Parkersburg. We'll have that story after this from ZMM Architects and Engineers, at the forefront of school design in West Virginia, online at zmm.com.
As West Virginians, we are proud of the natural beauty of the Mountain State. And at ZMM Architects and Engineers, our goal is to provide design solutions that give people the same pride in our built environment. That commitment to quality can be seen in higher education facilities throughout the state, from the Irma Bird Center in Beaver to the Southern West Virginia Community and Technical College Applied Technology Center, and at the new testing center for the West Virginia School of Osteopathic Medicine in Lewisburg. ZMM Architects and Engineers. You see us in your community every day.
The start to the 2021 season for Parkersburg has been full of headaches for the coaching staff. Big Reds head coach Mike Bias explains.
Well, we're just trying to be as resilient as we can be, and I'm going to try my best to explain some of this without making it sound like I'm making excuses. We have 15 young men at this point who are either gone with COVID, 5 broken legs, 3 actually were, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it, they were lied to get to transfer somewhere else. 3 are ineligible, but they could go play somewhere else if they wanted to. We're down 15 kids, so I am just so proud of the kids that we have. We're getting ready to play a game without our starting running back, who is our middle linebacker, our backup running back. We went from 4 seniors at wide receiver to 3 sophomores and a junior. We're moving kids to positions they've never played before and trying to teach them during the week so they can play there the next Friday, because every time we turn around, somebody else is getting contact traced for COVID or they're tested positive for COVID.
Now, I told you the season has been full of headaches, and tonight, those headaches continue as rival Parkersburg South travels across town to take on the Big Reds. Now, there are rival games all across the state, but Parkersburg South is a rival game that is tough to beat.
The rivalry is awesome. Sometimes, like any other rivalry, it can get carried away a little too far, a little bit in the wrong way, but by and large, it's a healthy rivalry, and, people are excited for their team.
It's Parkersburg South meeting up with Parkersburg in a rivalry that began 55 years ago. Kick is set tonight at 7:30 from Stadium Field.
This has been the High School Football Report with Fred Persinger on Metro News, the voice of West Virginia.
From Glockfeldy Tire Centers comes the Cooper Discover AT3 family of tires, designed with superior all-season, all-terrain traction and true durability. All 3 tires are backed by a best-in-class mileage warranty, so you can have the confidence to tackle the road and what lies beyond. Learn more at coopertire.com or stop in and talk to their knowledgeable staff at Glockfeldy Tire Centers in Morgantown, Bridgeport, Parkersburg, and Elka.
Do you plan to travel, work part-time, or move somewhere warmer when you retire? Hi, I'm Aaron Mann, your Bridgeport Edward Jones financial advisor. Together, we can work to help reach the retirement you've always wanted. Call me at 842-5953. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Are aches and pains getting in the way of doing what you love to do? If you're in pain or having trouble recovering from an injury or surgery, we can help. At Bridgeport Physical Therapy, we've been serving patients for over 20 years, offering the latest cutting-edge treatments to maximize recovery, such as dry needling, A-stem, sports medicine, aquatic therapy, and more. Plus, we now offer 2 locations on Main Street, Bridgeport, and White Oaks to make physical therapy convenient for you. Visit BridgeportPT.com. Bridgeport Physical Therapy, changing rehab, changing lives.
Why shop the rest when you can buy from the best? You already know the most reliable parts for your car, truck, SUV, or heavy-duty needs are at Napa. You already know the friendly, knowledgeable parts professionals are at Napa. So that leaves one question. Why are you not at Napa? Shop your locally owned, nationally known Napa store today. Qualified parts, helpful people. That's the Napa know-how.
To find a Napa location near you, visit mtowernapa.com.
When it comes to the best pre-owned deals in the world, nobody beats Dan Cava Toyota in Fairmont and Buick GMC in Clarksburg. You will not find a better selection of pre-owned in the area. Right now, during their end of summer savings event, save thousands, and I mean thousands, on all makes, all models. No reasonable offer refused. Plus, get top dollar for your trade. So why shop anywhere else when you can shop the world? Shop DanCavaToyota.com or CavaBuickGMC.com.
Why settle for the rest when you can have the best? Mia Margarita Coal-Fired Pizzeria, voted best pizza in West Virginia by TripAdvisor and USA Today. An award-winning pizza starts with the basics, the best local ingredients, the finest Italian imports, and of course, the coal-fired oven. It all comes together to create West Virginia's finest pizza. To go with your coal-fired pizza, unique pasta dishes, a large craft beer selection, cocktails, and much more. Online ordering at MiaMargarita.com. Mia Margarita.
Celebrating 100 years of Bridgeport Indians football.
He's in for the Bridgeport touchdown.
This is the 103.3 WKMZ Indians Radio Network.
All right, back at halftime. Second half coming up here in just a handful of minutes. Other sports on campus update. The Indians golf team nipped by 1 stroke on Wednesday against North Marion. Connor Mess was a low medalist with a round of 37. Boys soccer team travels to Wheeling Park tomorrow morning, where the girls are at Greenbrier East tomorrow at 1 p.m. The volleyball team beat RCB in 3 sets. They'll host Winfield, Parkersburg, and RCB tomorrow. Cross-country team hosts the Indian Run this weekend at the Rec Complex, and the Bridgeport freshman team roll past Musselman back on Wednesday for their first win of the year by the final of 56-20. And that is what's happening elsewhere around the Bridgeport campus. We want to thank TGI Friday for sponsoring food in the Star Furniture VIP room tonight. We're at halftime with the score. Bridgeport and Fairmont Senior all squared 14. The second half is coming up next.
You don't have to settle for dreaming about a new kitchen. You have a partner in Shinston who will work with you to make it happen. Vincent's Lumber. Start with new flooring, luxury vinyl, hardwood, and laminate. Move on to Vincent's selection of countertops and cabinets. Not only will you find the highest quality materials, but Vincent's Lumber offers full service delivery as well. Make your beautiful new kitchen happen. Start with a visit to Vincent's Lumber, South Pike Street in Shinston. Vincent's Lumber, next to East of Chicago Pizza.
Right now, get all the perks of the Planet Fitness Black Card for just $1 down. That's $22.99 a month with no commitment. Relax in the exclusive Black Card Spa and recover in style. Step inside the spa to massage chairs, hydro massage beds and lounges, multi-level tanning and total body enhancement booths. Access to 2,000 plus locations worldwide, and you can bring a workout buddy every time. That's just $1 down, $22.99 a month, and no commitment. Join our Bridgeport or Fairmont location today. Planet Fitness, the judgment-free zone.
Don't miss your chance to save thousands on your next vehicle during Harry Green's end of summer pre-owned blowout. Over 160 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Cars, trucks, SUVs, all makes and models. No one competes with our selection. Stop looking at overpriced units at other dealerships. Harry Green offers local trade-ins with low mileage options.
And vehicles starting at below $5,000.
Plus, Harry Green will even buy your car even if you don't buy from us. And don't forget about free car washes for life. Shop 24/7 Acres
at harrygreen.com.
Coming to Morgantown this fall to watch the Mountaineers? Make Bridgeport your home base for every Mountaineer game. Just down I-79 from Morgantown, Bridgeport has an abundance of convenient lodging, fabulous local dining, and shopping options. Bridgeport is the perfect spot to make game day a part of a fun and memorable weekend getaway. Learn more about all there is to do at greater-bridgeport.com. That's greater-bridgeport.com.
Exclusive coverage of the 2021 Bridgeport Football Indians is brought to you in part by Quality Machine, Route 50 east of Bridgeport. If man made it, quality can fix it. Shinston Ace Hardware, South Pike Street in Shinston. Your authorized steel dealer. Community Pharmacy, your trusted hometown pharmacy. 1212 Johnson Avenue, Bridgeport. Your local Edward Jones financial advisor, Aaron Mann and Ed Amon. Make sense of investing. Cooper Law, Main Street, Bridgeport. Legal advice for accident victims. CooperLawWV.com. Greater Bridgeport CVB. Before or after the game, Bridgeport is the perfect part of game day with great food and shopping. Marquette Insurance Agency, 120 East Main Street, Bridgeport. Marquette, the insurance company you keep. Amtower Napa, Napa Know-How. Visit your local Amtower Napa near you. BCR Contracting. Reliable and affordable contracting is what we pride ourselves on. Hillbilly Hatchets. Great fun. And Tasillo's Pizza behind REAP Graphics in Bridgeport. Bear Contracting. Earth moving to paving, we do it all. Bear-contracting.com. Planet Fitness, home of the judgment-free zone with locations in Bridgeport and Fairmont. Dan Cava Toyota Buick GMC. Shop the world. Bridgeport Physical Therapy. Changing rehab. Changing lives with locations in Bridgeport and White Oaks. Proud to be a part of the medical team behind the team. Bridgeport Express Care, your locally owned urgent care and family medicine. Greer Law, your Bridgeport home team lawyers. Harry Green 7 Acres. Shop 24/7 Acres at harrygreen.com. Alderson Broaddus University. Learn more at ab.edu. Groggs Heating and Cooling. Think Penguin. Think Groggs. JF Allen. For all your asphalt and aggregate needs, go to jfallen.com for more info. Vincent Lumber. For all your kitchen cabinet and flooring needs, come to Vincent Lumber in Shinston. Ford Funeral Home. There's a difference you'll appreciate. FordFuneralHomes.com for more info. East of Chicago Pizza. Delicious deep dish pizza, wings, and subs available in Shinston. Online ordering now available. Pat Boyle Funeral Home. Working within your budget because the cost of a funeral should never be a burden to you or your family. Mia Margaritas at Charles Point. West Virginia's only coal-fired pizzeria. City Net. Go with the experts that know. Glotfelty Wheel and Tire Supercenter. Airport Road in Bridgeport. Bridgeport State Farm Insurance Agent Chad Reppert. The real deal with a local feel. Now back to the CityNet broadcast booth. CityNet. Go with the experts that know.
All right, ready for the third quarter. Fairmont Senior will get the ball to start quarter number 3. We're all square at 14. Chris, what changes need to happen for Bridgeport first defensively?
Well, first defensively, they're going to get the ball first. And the thing is, get them off the field and get the ball back in your offense's hand to score tied at 14. The quarterback has shown he likes to run with the football. Number one, and when he does so, keep everything in front of you. Don't let the big ball get over your heads like you do on that 90-yard touchdown pass. Rally up and then tackle the ball carrier, whether it's the receiver or the running back or the quarterback wide player. And also, make sure you hold your contain. Set the edge for both the quarterback in the run game or the running back, Jermaine Lewis, as well. They like to run to the edges with their offense.
Yeah, Whitehair had a great completion on that 90-yard touchdown play. But however, you haven't really made him throw like the 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8 completion. You want to maybe see that on this drive.
Make him go to his 2nd or 3rd projection because I think that's where the freshman will struggle. Yeah, if he sees his first guy wide open, he'll chuck it, but make him force it down underneath and see if he can do that.
All right, got to cover this kickoff first. One of the areas that Bridgeport's been shaky this season.
We've had guys there. We missed 5 tackles on that one kickoff. We were bailed out by the penalty earlier on.
Rubenstein to kick it. Neely and Dennison deep to receive for the Polar Bears of Fairmont Seniors. We're ready to get underway here in quarter number 3. Rubenstein on the run-up. Going to kick it right down the numbers. Far side taken by Neely at the 10. Outside the numbers 15, 20. And he is hit and dropped shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Good job there on the special teams tackle. Paulson was there along with Bridgeport's number 14, and making that stop for Bridgeport was Trent Haynes.
Yeah, good job that time. They were there, made the stop, brought him down. Good job on special teams.
All right, from the 24-yard line, in between the 24 and 25, 1st and 10, Polar Bears of Fairmont Senior. working from left to right to start this second half of play in a tied football game. They've got tight twins to the wide side, Dennison and Jaden Choriza, who's been quiet so far, one of their leading receivers. Lewis is in the backfield. He's going to take the inside give, and Kamar Summers gets penetration and rips him down, a yard loss in the backfield for Big Kamar as he defeated the block and got right into Jermaine Lewis's wheelhouse.
Well, you talked about the matchup of Summers with a couple freshmen over top of him and Tate Jordan right there. The win goes on the Bridgeport side.
Yeah, we thought that would be a bigger factor. Of course, that is only the 8th play run by Fairmont Senior tonight, so it's been tough to really gauge anything. Loss of 11, or 1 rather, 2nd and 11.
Okay, they got trips right, but their strength is their left tackle, Eric Smith, to the left.
That's Cam Hess on that edge, ready to rush after Whitehair. We'll see what he does here on 2nd down and 11. Long count, Bigelow's the center. He snaps it back. Whitehair throws a deep out, pass is caught, and an immediate tackle by Charlie Brazier applied on Dennison will hold that to a minimal gain out to the 22-yard line. So that's going to be a gain of 3 on the play, and here comes a huge 3rd down and 7. Well, that's what you want to do. Good throw from Whitehair, but you rally up there quickly and make the tackle. No yak yardage there. Yards after catch.
Now this is key here to stop them here on 3rd down, get the ball back on your offense.
Now trips out wide side, left. Single receiver to the near side. Safety is shaded near side. They want Charlie Brazier, the safety, to take a couple of steps that way. And here comes a flag, and that's going to be on Fairmont Senior on a false start. Bridgeport was still trying to get lined up, and the Polar Bears flinched.
Dead ball. False start. Offense number 69. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
You want to take a stab at that one? Kalile Kukini.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. And Evan Dennison didn't know what the play call was. He kept looking at his quarterback, putting his hands in the air like, what do you got? What do you got?
All right, 3rd and 14. Snap back to Whitehair. He looks to the left. He's going to throw. It's going to be underthrown. Coming back to the ball is Lewis, far sideline, out of bounds. Lewis was open as he slammed on the brakes in front of Cam Cole, who made his first defensive snap appearance of the season on that play. But fortunately for Bridgeport, the pass from Whitehair was a yard out of bounds, and Fairmont Senior goes 3 and out.
Yeah, he threw that from the right hash clear across the field to the left sideline, and was a wounded duck, incomplete. 3 and out go the Polar Bears. That is huge. Now let's do something with it here on offense.
All right, Whitehair's the punter. Dylan Hours is their typical punter. So you've got a new punter out there for Fairmont Senior. Dylan Hours out of this game with an elbow injury after the first defensive series for Fairmont Senior. Looks like the Polar Bears have too many men on the field, and they're going to have to take a timeout. Play clock was at 4 seconds, so they'll have to burn a valuable
Fairmont Senior
timeout here early in the 3rd quarter because they broke the huddle with 12. 10:04 remaining, 3rd quarter, tied at 14. Bridgeport set to receive a punt when we come back.
When it comes to estate planning and elder law, you want an experienced law firm on your team. Attorneys Bob Greer and Jonathan Fisher of Greer Law Offices has over 25 years in estate planning and elder law, and they want to make sure you're ready to enjoy life when you retire. If you want comfort that your assets will be there to support your spouse and children in the future, then put the law on your side with Greer Law Offices, located on Philadelphia Avenue in Bridgeport. More info, call 304-842-8090. That's 304-842-8090.
Well, the defense does their job. Quick 3 and out for Fairmont Senior. It's 4th down and 13, and Whitehair out of the timeout, jogs back out there to punt it away. Ty Martin still looking for his first opportunity this season to return one. He's had to fair catch or let him roll so far through 2 games. All right, Whitehair standing back to 7. Low snap, bounces back to him. He picks it up, and it is going to sail near sideline, take a Fairmont Senior roll over midfield, and the ball still rolling down to the 44-yard line. Whitehair was dangerously close to having a knee on the ground when he fielded that punt.
Well, here's what happened. He was to a knee when the ball came back to him, and they're saying his knee came up before he touched the football, which is, I'll tell you what, very close, but no replay at this level.
Yeah, we'll have to replay it tonight when the film comes in. But it ends up being an ugly but effective punt for Whitehair, and the Indians are 56 yards away
But that's
for taking the lead.
3 times this year we have seen that situation where punter's been to an apparent knee and got away with it.
All right, Indians ready to go. 1st and 10, ball at their own 44-yard line. First possession of the third quarter. Cam Cole runs into the middle, and Cole pushes the pile out to the 49-yard line with some good forward push there from Tate Jordan and Isaiah West out to the 49 for a gain of 5 yards on a play that looked like it was going a yard or so. So that's a good sign early. Saw that late in that second quarter on that touchdown drive from Bridgeport. Polar Bear D-line started to wear out a bit.
Yeah, that time I saw Isaiah West get to the second level and knock down 2 guys there on that run. Good job, Isaiah.
All right, 2nd down and 5. Ball out near midfield. Bridgeport 49-yard line to be exact. Charlie Brazier is a wing to the right. Snap is back. Reppert runs it right up the middle. He bounces off tacklers. 45. Almost out of an ankle tackle. Instead, hanging on for dear life is Dom Stingo, and Reppert drags him down to the Polar Bear 41-yard line. It's a Bridgeport first down.
That time they had a run blitz off our center left guard gap. Reppert took it to the opposite gap away from the run blitz to the right guard inside tackle and got a big gain down to the 41. All
right, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Indians moving from right to left, looking for the second lead of the game. Bridgeport led early, 7-6. Snap back, Cam Coles. They run it weak side. Cole turns inside the 40. They've got him by the shirt collar and drag him down at the 34-yard line. On that high tackle, Cole with a nice gain of 6 on the play and trying to pick up who was hanging on to him, and that was Toothman.
That time they go away from unbalanced, where they have Eric Smith up in front of that unbalanced side to go weak side. Numbers to their advantage that time with the backs out in front blocking. Good carry on 1st down to 7 yards for Cam Cole.
All right, Cole will check out. Go back to that power look.
The big boy package.
Yep, Reppert and Hall in the backfield. Snap back to Ryan, flag down at the snap, and Bridgeport left early. Now, again, we talked about it. These are the type of plays that you can do against Liberty and overcome.
Tyler
Against a good opponent, you cannot. And Bridgeport thinks it's on Fairmont. We'll see if the official agrees.
Dead ball. Full start.
Nope.
Number 79. 79. 5 yards. Still 1st down.
All right, ball back to the 39-yard line. It's actually going to be 2nd down, Butch.
Tyler wanted them to be called on encroachment, thinking they were lined up in the neutral zone before the snap. Maybe he'll get that call later on.
All right, ball marked on the far side hash. Here comes a 2nd down and 8 from the 39-yard line. 7:59, 3rd quarter. Snap back to Cole, inside give to Charlie Brazier, and Brazier dives over the pile down to the Fairmont 36-yard line for gain of 3. And it brings up a 3rd down and medium. Once again for Bridgeport as Ty Martin will bring the play and himself in to the backfield.
Again, you're in their territory, so you're more than likely in 4-down territory here no matter what happens here on 3rd down, unless it's a huge loss.
Charlie Brazier will check out. Martin is in, and Martin is the wing right. Reppert and Cole in the backfield on 3rd down and 4. Snap and inside give to Ty Martin, and great job by Ty. He sidesteps one defender with penetration and gets it down to the 34-yard line, picks up 2, but that was well defensed, and Martin is slow to give up. Looks like he was injured, but they help him up. And it's 4th down and 3, and Bridgeport going to go again, and the Indians perfect on 4th down tonight.
It looks like Fairmont Seniors trying everything they can to guess the snap count. That time, Landon Tasker was almost offside as he was blitzing off their right end where that play was ran. So maybe we can get him on a dummy count here again. We got him once. Maybe we can get him here.
Yeah, 4th and 3, so 5 would get you the 1st down. Polar Bear fans make some noise across the way. Big down here, 4th and 3, whistles, and a timeout going to be taken by Bridgeport. So Tyler Ferris, whatever he had called,
Bridgeport
wasn't going to work. So takes a timeout here, and timeouts will be even. 6:36, 3rd quarter, tied at 14. Bridgeport facing a 4th and 3 when you come back on the home of the Indians.
Hi, this is Brad Ford. If you're a Bridgeport football fan, you remember this. It still gives you chills, doesn't it? In our community, high school football, church, and volunteers bring us together and make us proud. It's energy, opportunity, family, and yes, football. That's what we love about living in Bridgeport.
Brad and Carol Ford and staff are honored to serve you at the Ford Funeral Home on Main Street in Bridgeport.
Tied at 14, 4th and 3. Bridgeport on the Polar Bear 34-yard line. And Chris, you have to imagine the Fairmont senior is going to be watching for the sweep here.
Yeah.
And playing the linebackers perhaps even a step outside where they normally would line up.
All right, and I kind of was reading your mind there during the break. I was thinking that same very thing. But then again, that's what has worked to this point, and that's what you've been blocking well to this point. So let's see if we go back to it here. We're going to have Martin and split out here, wide left here.
I'll just try to take a defender, a safety out of the box here. Not sure Bridgeport will throw, but just trying to get one defender out of the box area, which right now has 9 guys in it. On 4th down and 3. Snap. Quarterback counter. Cam Cole, first down and more, 30-25, and he was one tackle away. The safety was the lone man standing. That's Cruzel. That's a first down to the 23. Well blocked from Bridgeport on the quarterback counter.
Well, what that does is it brings their extra safety out to guard Martin as a split-in wide left. So once Cole gets by the second level, he has only one instead of 2 guys to beat, and he almost beat that one for a touchdown.
All right, back in, everything in tight. In both ways, 1st and 10. Snap back to Ryan Hall, and Hall falls into the mass of humanity at the 21-yard line. Moves the pile for a couple yards on the play. As Toothman again involved, as is Cruzel, who's in there now for hours at linebacker in the middle. Gain of 2 on the play for Ryan Hall. Indians eating up this third quarter clock. 5:47 to play. Fairmont went 3 and punt. Bridgeport trying to take the lead. All right, 2nd down, 8. Snap back, pitch out. Cam Cole, 20. Cam 15, 10, 5. And he runs it in for the touchdown. That toss sweep pays dividends again. It's a thing of beauty. Cole takes it 22 yards, and the Indians forge ahead again.
And they blitzed off the left side with Landon Tasker. Problem is, the play went off the right side. Untouched for 6. The senior Cole scores again.
Great start here as the defense gets the stops. The Bridgeport Indians score the touchdown. Cam Cole jogs off gingerly. I'm not sure if he pulled some. He wasn't touched. So it certainly wasn't contact. Yeah, you're right. It might be the start of cramps. Here's the extra point for Taylor Thomas. Post to the left. Snap back, hold down. Kick on the way from Tay. It's up. It is good. And the Bridgeport Indians score their 3rd touchdown of the night. Drive back to the lead with 5:28 to play third quarter, 21-14.
Don't miss your chance to save thousands on your next vehicle during Harry Green's end of summer pre-owned blowout. Over 160 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Cars, trucks, SUVs,
all makes and models.
No one competes with our selection. Stop looking at overpriced units at other dealerships. Harry Green offers local trade-ins with low mileage options.
And vehicles starting at below $5,000.
Plus, Harry Green will even buy your car even if you don't buy from us. And don't forget about free car washes for life. Shop 24/7 Acres
at HarryGreen.com.
Cam Cole's 6th rushing touchdown of the season. Indians forge ahead with 5:28 to play third quarter. On top now, 21-14.
And that puts Cam Cole over 100 yards on the evening. 15 carries, 113 yards, and those 2 touchdowns.
Cam Rubenstein to kick off once again. And you got the same cast of characters deep to receive, Neely and Dennison. And Rubenstein's trying to pin him to the sideline, and there's the kick, and that is great all the way back to the goal line. Fielded, and that's an automatic touchback. Can't bring it out. So Cam Rubenstein, that's been one of the changes here. Cam kicked off some in the Morgantown game. Taylor Thomas kicked off last week, and you can see right there the strong leg of Rubenstein. That was 60 yards in the air.
Okay, now this possessional defense is just as important as the other one because you have a 7-point lead. So you put the pressure on them right now. And that freshman quarterback, but his key here is to stop him here, get the ball back, play from in front, and go down and score again. So, again, got to be sound here on defense. Keep the momentum. Let's go.
Yeah, I agree with you. Get up 2 scores, take away the run game for Fairmont, make the freshman quarterback drive the field with his arm.
Bingo.
1st and 10, ball at the 20-yard line. Whitehair takes the snap. Going to hand it to Lewis, sweeping around the corner. Here comes Aiden Paulson, misses the tackle. Lewis will be run into the bench area by Phil Reed out at the 34-yard line, so that'll be a gain of 14. Had him contained, but Aiden Paulson, that's a tough tackle to make, running full steam from out of the secondary.
And Jermaine Lewis is 5'11", 175 coming downhill. Again, to go off the left side tackle. Eric Smith, that's their best tackle.
Lewis averages 67 yards per game coming into this one.
9 yards on 5 carries so far in this one.
1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. Stacked receivers to both sides of the field. Snap back to Whitehair. Here's the quarterback counter. He's going to run it, and he is going to be hit and drilled by Phil Reed after a gain of 2. So not fooled there.
A little bit quarterback counter with the ISO in front. Isolation means the back is blocking in front of him. Good job there by Phil Reed to bring him down for a gain of 2.
A gain of 2 for the freshman Brody Whitehair. Polar Bears trail 21-14, 4:55 remaining in the 3rd quarter of play. The Class AA defending state champion Polar Bears. Shotgun sidecar right. Snap back, Whitehair. He surveys, floats it right down the middle. Bumped coverage, wide open. Neely makes the catch. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5 into the end zone. No one within, 30, 40 yards of him as the safety in the corner both took the underneath. And Cason Neely with another big touchdown catch. 4:35 remaining in the 3rd quarter. The Indians give up another long touchdown pass.
64 yards.
Yeah, there wasn't even a pump fake. Not sure what happened underneath there. But Cason Neely, if there's one guy you don't want to leave wide open, it'd be him. So the one guy you got to cover, you didn't cover. 4:35 remaining, extra point, post to the right. And they're going to try an extra point.
This is big here.
It's Trey Longwell. He's a straight-on kicker. He missed early, and he's going to miss again. That one wasn't even close. It was a watermelon that sailed off to the right about 20 feet in the air. 4:35 remaining 3rd quarter. Bridgeport limits the damage. 21-20, Indians on top. Bridgeport football continues after this timeout.
You don't have to settle for dreaming about a new kitchen. You have a partner in Shinston who will work with you to make it happen. Vincent's Lumber. Start with new flooring, luxury vinyl, hardwood, and laminate. Move on to Vincent's selection of countertops and cabinets. Not only will you find the highest quality materials, but Vincent's Lumber offers full service delivery as well. Make your beautiful new kitchen happen. Start with a visit to Vincent's Lumber, South Pike Street in Shinston. Vincent's Lumber, next to East of Chicago Pizza.
Are you craving pizza for dinner? If you answered yes to this, then here's the deal. Head down to East of Chicago Pizza in Shinston next to Vincent Lumber. This isn't your average pizza. This is a deep dish pizza loaded with toppings, mouth-watering toppings, wings, subs, salads for those family members that for some reason don't want pizza. Come on, man, is that even American? Delivering in the Shinston and Lumberport areas. Now offering online ordering at eastofchicago.com or call them at 304-592-2550.
All right, Bridgeport set to get the ball. 4:35 remaining in the 3rd quarter. The Indians have given up 2 very long pass plays for touchdowns. Here's the kickoff. He's going to come over to Paulson at the 30-yard line, and he breaks a tackle. Now tries to get north and south. Going to be hit. He's fighting his way over the 35, and finally will be corralled and dropped at the 36-yard line and slung down after the whistle. No flag comes in. And here comes Bridgeport's offense back on the field with 4:22 remaining in the 3rd quarter, leading by 1, 21-20.
Well, they have scored 3 touchdowns, has the Polar Bears on 3 gigantic big plays. 2 long touchdown passes of 90 and 64, and then the long fumble return. So our best defense right now is our offense and ball control and going down and scoring another touchdown.
All right, 4:22. Indians go back to work. On a 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. Snap, delay, give to Reppert over the 35. Meets resistance at the 38-yard line. As the Indians, with some window dressing there, brought the end, Paulson in motion, and handed it to Reppert behind it. He picks up 3 yards. Second down and 7. Cam Cole will check out. Actually, he's going to stay in. Reppert will get the play call from the sideline as Ryan Hall will come out.
One thing I'm noticing with that Fairmont front, they're trying to go low at the knees of our offensive line, which enables our line not to get to that second level.
Yep, chopping. Second down, 7. Reppert right up the middle. There he goes over the 45, 50, 45. Lost the football. It's loose, and the Polar Bears recovered at the 35-yard line. Reppert, I don't think he was hit. He was trying to change arms with the ball, coughs it up, and the Polar Bears recover it at the 35.
Wow.
Best run of the night, and the Indians turn it over.
26 yards on the run, then the fumble.
All right, ball at the 30. And now Fairmont Senior set up with a chance to take the lead with 3:34 to play on Bridgeport's second fumble of the night.
Okay, sudden change possession here. Let's be strong defensively, make a stop.
All right, from the 35-yard line. 4 wides, twins to the left, tight twins to the boundary. Lewis is in the shotgun sidecar. Whitehair hands it to him. Lewis wades through, and Phil Reed is going to miss a tackle. They're going to corral him, but he gets past the line of scrimmage to the 39. Yep, ball's loose, but I think it went out of bounds. Yep, it did on the far sideline at the 39-yard line. So Reppert will make that read. Phil had him, fell off of him, and then the Indians were fighting to get him to the ground, and in the process, he fumbles the ball out of bounds at the 39-yard line. So that's a gain of 4.
Yeah, it could have been a loss of 2. You're right. Phil Reed almost had him, just couldn't bring that jersey in.
From the 39, second down and 6. 2:55 remaining in the third quarter. 21-20, Bridgeport on top.
We need a turnover. Let's see if we can get one here.
Teresa lines up in the slot. Whitehair takes the quarterback run, and he sidesteps one defender, breaks another tackle, and he will run out of real estate. Indians missing tackles. Cam has had him. He ran by him, and Cam Cole pushes him out of bounds. But again, that was a chance of a negative yard play that goes +1 to the 40.
Yeah, we're trying hard, but we're over pursuing on our tackles. Need to be more firm with our tackles, bring him down. Held him there to the 40, only gain of 1. Big third down here.
Need the 45. 3rd and 5.
And got that trips right, single receiver left.
Shotgun sidecar, Lewis to the right of Whitehair. Now he changes to the left side. Whitehair looks to the sideline. Play clock's at 6. Snap is back. Whitehair wants to throw deep. He's going to throw deep again, far sideline, and the pass again is caught by Neely to 15. 10-5 touchdown. Cam Cole was step for step with him, but Neely out-fought him for the ball, and he takes it in. And Cason Neely unstoppable with 2:27 to play in the third quarter.
60 yards. That was very good coverage that time. And this landed right in the boat. Good pass from Brody Whitehair. They have the lead.
Well, the Indians are in it now. 3 long touchdown passes to Cason Neely, and he's having himself a night. And Cam Cole that time, Bridgeport's corner, was stride for stride with him, but Neely out-fought him for the ball, and then Cole couldn't bring him down.
They'll probably go for 2 here.
Yep, they're lined up to go for 2 to try to make it a 7-point game. So this is big here. Again, they stack the twins to the right, and they're going to false start out of it. So this becomes a much more difficult 2-point conversion.
Dead ball. False start. Offense, number 6. 5 yards. Still chop for point.
All right, 2:27 remaining.
Cason Neely tonight, 3 catches, 214 yards. All 3 catches are touchdowns.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bridgeport has tried, and I think 3 different defenders.
And he's getting that man-on-man coverage. No safety help on top of that, and that 3-by-1 set's kind of hard.
All right, so now the 2-point conversion from the 8. And why not just lob it to Neely?
And keep in mind here, quarterback has good wheels.
He's guarded by Mark Beafor. Out there to the right, rolling out is Whitehair. Whitehair looks, throws it back to the end zone, caught for the two-point conversion. Pulled out of the air by Evan Dennison. So the Indians, with 2:27 to play third quarter, trail now again by 7 for the second time in this game. And they have found themselves a quarterback, as Fairmont Senior in Whitehair. Indians football continues on the home of the Tribe.
Coming to Morgantown this fall to watch the Mountaineers? Make Bridgeport your home base for every Mountaineer game. Just down I-79 from Morgantown, Bridgeport has an abundance of convenient lodging, fabulous local dining, and shopping options. Bridgeport is the perfect spot to make game day a part of a fun and memorable weekend getaway. Learn more about all there is to do at greater-bridgeport.com. That's greater-bridgeport.com.
2:27 remaining third quarter. Fairmont Senior has forged ahead 28-21 as they have scored 14 unanswered points.
Yeah, Neely had a big game here 2 years ago on this field, and he's had his best games against Bridgeport, it seems.
You mentioned over 200 yards receiving tonight for Case and Neely coming in. He had 6 catches for 62 yards. All right, Longwell will make that Gavin Michael to kick off. This one's going to be another short one. Going to be taken by Paulson. He muffed it, falls on it at the 27-yard line. So right now, Bridgeport not making plays.
Okay, momentum has shifted, as we obviously know. Now time for the offense. Get out there. You've been getting some larger gaps, bore holes. You're running the ball a little better now. You're starting to wear on that Polar Bear defense. Let's go down there and score and tie this thing up and get momentum back.
All right, from the 26, 1st and 10, Ryan Hall will be in the backfield. As Cam Cole's getting a breather on the sideline. Hayden Paulson will check out. Charlie Brazier is the wing to the right. Snap is back. Ryan Hall feels his way over the 30, out to the 35, breaks the tackle, 41-yard line. 15-yard rip for the junior, Ryan Hall. And they're at the T-back as Cam Cole's getting a breather. So that's what you need right there. Set the tone of this drive. 2:19 remaining. Ty Martin will come in for Ryan Hall.
Yeah, you're getting better blocking to that second level, allowing those backs get to that second level, get those runs for more than 10 plus. That time, 15 yards on the run.
All right, so Martin and Reppert in the backfield now on 1st and 10 from the Bridgeport 41-yard line. Snap back to Ty. Ty cuts it back over the 45, dives to the 46 with a big defender, Toothman on his back, gain of 5 for Ty Martin on that particular run. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 5 from the 46 as Cam Cole will re-enter.
Yeah, good forward lean to get that extra 1.5 yards for Ty Martin that time.
28-21, Fairmont Senior in the lead. For Bridgeport, you really need an easy touchdown. Need something big. Snap, Reppert up the middle, feels his way through traffic. Knee down at the 49 for 3. And it leaves the Indians looking at a 3rd and 2 as the clock will go under 1 minute, third quarter, before the Indians have to snap it again. Paulson will come in and bring the play in on 3rd down and 2 from the 49-yard line. Charlie Brazier will check out.
Fairmont's taking up that 5-4 front like they've done all night long of 2 deep safeties.
Play clock at 9, game clock at 40. 3rd and 2, Cole again, cuts it back, 1st down, pops out the other side, has the Fairmont 43-yard line. So needed 2, gets 7, 31 seconds, and we'll see if Bridgeport snaps it again here before the end of the third quarter of play. Cam Cole looks like he's been through about 9 rounds already as he slowly walks to the hash, greets Charlie Brazier as he brings it in. Bridgeport will have to snap it one more time. The play clock is 1 second ahead of the game clock.
And keep in mind, this is why we stressed last week, why we want our regulars to get more playing time, getting better game shape.
1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. Snap an inside give to Charlie. Brazier inside the 40. Defender hangs on to his ankle. That's Cruzel, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter as the gain is 6 down to the 37-yard line. Well, fireworks in that third. Unfortunately, it was the Polar Bears that had the igniter. 28-21 as we head to the fourth quarter of play. Bridgeport trailing by 7.
Tonight we ride.
Whether your job is big or small, Bear Contracting brings a high level of experience and understanding to every job site since 2004. Specializing in earthwork, excavation and grading, underground utilities, hillside stabilization, and more, Bear Contracting has the experience and knowledge to get your construction project done. Call them today at 326-0106 or visit them online at bear-contracting.com.
The Bridgeport Indians play here.
No better day than game day, baby.
On the Indians Radio Network.
Delicious vegetables are not a thing of the past. Edge of Town Farm Market is a fourth-generation farm offering the freshest vegetables and herbs in the area, grown right beside the market. Heirloom tomatoes, half-runner beans, the sweetest sweet corn. Pick your own if you want. Our garden is your garden. Ask about locally grown grass-fed beef also. Edge of Town Farm Market, open weekends 10 till 4. Edge of Town Farm Market. Take the I-79 and more exit, Route 58, east 1 mile. Look for the signs and Big Red Barn.
All right, start of the fourth quarter. Bridgeport needing a touchdown to draw even to Fairmont Senior. 12 minutes on the clock, 28-21. Indians have the ball at the Polar Bear 37-yard line.
I like the way this drive started. Go down there, let's punch this in, tie this thing up, get out there making our big play on defense, but let's finish executing on this drive. No more turnovers.
Reppert in the backfield along with Ryan Hall. Wing right's Brazier. The blocking back is Phil Reed on second down and 5. Here is Hall, and Bridgeport is starting to open up some creases. Takes the ball down to the 34-yard line. That was a horrible spot. Tyler Ferris is telling the near side line judge about it. Hall was laying on top of Reppert,
terrible
and
spot.
he had an extra yard, and they shorted him a yard, and that's what you need for a first down.
Yeah, and he dove forward with the ball in his hands while, his knees were still elevated off the turf. Should have been at the 33, closer to 32 and a half.
All right, third down and a yard. Of course, 2 downs to get it here. 11:25 remaining, fourth quarter. Indians down by a touchdown. Snap back to Ryan Hall. First down and more at the 30. Runs into the linebacker, spins him down to the 29-yard line for 5. And the Indians will move the sticks with 11:17 remaining here in the fourth quarter.
Who carried that ball, Travis?
That was Ryan Hall.
Okay,
we mentioned tight games in this series. You go back to a 3-game stretch and 16 twice. Bridgeport won by 3, lost in double overtime to Fairmont Senior. That was in the playoffs. And then next year, Fairmont won by 4. So this is nothing new to play a tight one with these guys. Handoff going inside to Paulson, and Aiden works it down to the 26 before getting high load. Slow to get up, picks up 3, nearly 4 on first down. Now this line is settled in. If you remember, first 2 series, maybe more of this game, you couldn't get anything between the tackles going. So now Bridgeport starting to pick up 3, 4, 5-yard carries here and there. Out of the huddle, 10 on the clock to snap it. Second down and 7. Here's Reppert, finds a crease, gets through it, and ankle tackled at the 23-yard line by Noah Clifton. So third and 4.
Big down here, 3rd and 4.
Yep, certainly is. Indians have converted some big ones here. Ryan Hall down at the 20. He fumbled the football, and the Indians, I think, recovered for a first down.
Wow.
Yeah, Ryan Hall got hit low, and the ball squirted forward before he was down at the 17. It's recovered, I didn't see who got on the ball, but he would have been short. That was at the 20. So, yeah, he would have been short of the first down.
I like how Ryan Hall kind of lets his blocks develop, a little patient, gets behind his fullbacker, and gets a good run through there. Didn't fumble the football, just hold on a little bit tighter. High and tight, guys.
1st and 10, ball at the 17. So the Indians' third fumble of the night, but got this one back. Snap, quarterback counter. Cam Cole gets to the outside. Cam will stop and go. Spins by the defender at the 10, and he's down to the 9. Nifty run there from Cam Cole, and he might have cramps now. He's been battling him all night. And he's asking. There's nobody out there to help him. He's asking Eric Smith to grab a hold of his ankle and help him out. And Smith looked like he was going to for a moment, but then allows the Fairmont senior trainer to work on him at the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 9.
Well, this is what we talked about. This is our third game. Keep in mind our first game, as everyone knows, was canceled. Now, they got to play 4 quarters against Morgantown. Well, the starters about a quarter and a half last week, so they're not in that game shape yet. That's what we talked about coming in. That's why that first game was so important to have. And Fairmont, well, they're in game shape. This is their, they're coming in here. This is their 4th game, and they've been in every game they've played for the most part, except for Lewis County game week 1.
All right, so they're working on Cole. Again, cramps. The problem for the senior T-back. 8:54 to play. It's going to be a 2nd down and 1 when play resumes.
I'll give you some scores here in just a second here, Travis.
All right, chance to remind you that the Indians are back on the air coming up next week at Robert C. Byrd. Come to you from One Bird Way at 7. Kick time, 6:30 airtime next Friday night for that rivalry renewal.
And on One Tornado Way, I guess we could say tonight, first quarter, the Tornado, that is golden. Kaiser leads Byrd 7-0 in that second quarter there, or first quarter there. Some AAA scores, 2 teams 3-0. Number 3 versus number 5. Huntington 14-0 at George Washington on the Hill in Charleston. Jefferson at the half leads Spring Mills 20-7. And Cabell Midland now has extended their lead over Hurricane 31-19. Parkersburg at the half leads Parkersburg South 14-6. Keep an eye on that one, and let's take a look at the Morgantown score. Morgantown 49, Hedgesville 7. Still in the first half. Travis.
Yeah, Morgantown's had a week to stew on that Bridgeport loss, so they're ready to take it out on Hedgesville. They continue to work on Cam Cole down at the 9. Again, he'd been fighting off those cramps, and as soon as you saw that spin move, I was like, yep, there's a cramp. It's coming as soon as he hits the ground. He was up and walking off.
I remember this game last year. Hayden Moore was big in this game. Cam Cole had some cramps in that game last year as well on that hot night in Fairmont. And, you get games like this early in the season, warm days, cooler nights. That's where the cramps happen.
All right, hopefully he can get back out there in a play or two. This is a crucial drive in this game. Obviously, 2nd down and a long yard. Ball at the 9.
Keep the ball high and tight here. Do not get loosey-goosey with it. They have stripped us a couple times. Need to finish this drive and tie this thing up.
All right, Charlie Brazier will check in. I think we're ready to go. Tyler Ferris is talking to the officials, and I'm not down there, but I can almost guess that he is talking about chop blocking.
I think so.
Yeah.
And Brent Kimball talking to me just a second ago agrees with that. There's a lot of that going on.
Yep. Yeah, it happens to Bridgeport a lot. Never gets called.
You can't block that last guy on the edge either. Not unbalanced.
2nd down and a yard. Snap back to Ryan Hall, and Hall needs a yard, and he may have gotten that, and that's it. He ran it off the right side, and he ran into a bear hug that was applied by Isaiah Manns, who's 5'9", 230, and a freshman, but he's a big body. Didn't get the first down. So here comes a 3rd down and half the football. As, of course, Cam Cole remains on the sideline for Bridgeport.
I have a feeling either 42 or 36 may get this one. Let's see.
Need a half yard. 3rd down. Snap back to Ryan. Hall, shoulder down, spins, and gets a little assist and has the first down. He was going to fall forward anyway, but Looked like Cam Hess grabbed him by the shoulder and kind of willed him forward down to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal as Cam Cole comes back in. Good run there from Ryan Hall. Took initial contact and spun by the first defender.
Yeah, great second effort that time. I like it. Ryan Hall really moves forward every time he gets that football.
1st and goal, ball at the 7. Indians trying to perhaps tie the score. Snap to Cam. Short side of the field, Wall blocking, sees the seam, takes it down to the 2. Ball came out, no whistle. Let's see if they call him down. They're fighting for it at the pylon. Whistle's blowing, no call. We've got an injured polar bear. And they're going to give the ball to Bridgeport and say that Cole was down. I do believe is the ruling. Had the official run in from the far side, and he looked like he was adamant that the play was over, and that is the ruling. Fortunately for Bridgeport, Toothman, by the way, is down with cramps. He went down in a heap. And the Indians' 4th fumble of the night. It's going to be 2nd down and goal to go. Looks like the ball is going to be around the 3-yard line.
Again, got to keep that ball tight. You can see Fairmont Senior's got a game plan where they're trying to strip the football loose. They've been very successful so far tonight.
Yeah, you're right, Chris. It's blood in the water. I mean, once you put it on the ground once or twice, they're going to come after it on every play. And Bridgeport, to their credit, is trying to strain for extra yardage. And that's put you in a tough spot here a couple of times. So the ball is at the 3. And the official is dealing with Nick Bardick, the head coach from Fairmont Senior. He's all the way out at the center of the field. So he'll have to retreat.
Yeah. Well, let's just punch this in. We need to punch this in right here, right now. I don't want to run another play.
2nd and goal. Ball to 3. Jumbo package, Reppert and Hall in the backfield. Indians trying to tie the score here with a touchdown and extra point. Snap is back to Ryan Hall. Hall, right side, takes it across the pylon, and he is in for the Bridgeport touchdown. Lead blocking from Landon Reppert. 7:16 to play in the 4th quarter, and the Indians are an extra point away from tying the score, and Taylor Thomas is on to attempt it.
Good job by Ryan Hall, staying low, riding the wave in for the touchdown.
So Hall scores his 2nd rushing touchdown of the night, and Taylor Thomas is on for a huge extra point. He's been perfect on the night. The snaps have been a little off target, so Anthony Spatafor, the holder, has to be solid here. For the tie, snap from Lotsky is back, and the hold is down. A kick from Taylor Thomas is up, and no problem, it's good. And we're going to have running into the kicker on Fairmont Senior after the extra point. We're tied at 28, so they will mark that off on the kickoff, so that'll be good for the defense. We'll get the official call from Butch Carpenter down there, either rough the kicker or the holder.
Running into the kicker on the defense. That's a 5-yard penalty. It will be assessed on the kick.
All right, 5-yard penalty on the kickoff. We come back. The Indians once again square at 28.
If you are a truck owner, operator needing aggregate to haul, J.F. Allen is your place. J.F. Allen proudly serving West Virginia since 1975 with 3 locations in north central West Virginia, Saltwell, Buchanan, and Elkins. J.F. Allen has all the limestone products to meet your needs, plus full service trucking and delivery to your job site. Pressure run in a variety of sizes, limestone dust, shot rock, and all your aggregate needs. Call J.F. Allen at 304-472-8890 or 844-JF-ALLEN.
Well, big touchdown, biggest drive of the season for Bridgeport thus far with the game on the line. The Indians punch it in on Ryan Hall's touchdown run, and we're tied at 28 with 7:16 to play.
Now, just like the start of the second half, this is a huge defensive situation for the Indians coming up here. I think main thing is don't get beat deep. Bottom line here.
I will see if Cam Rubenstein can get this ball into the end zone. He's only going to have to kick it 55 yards after the 5-yard penalty. Neely and Dennison deep to receive, and they swap sides, and now we have Whistle stopping play. Looked like a
timeout, or what we got here?
I got a situation mouthpiece. It went errant out there for Toothman.
Yeah, errant mouthpiece on the field.
Now here comes Cam Rubenstein, gets the whistle, and he's going to sky kick it. And indeed, that will go back to the 1 yard line. Neely at the 5, over the 10, 15, swings far side, gives ground. Indians have him pinned in, and he just gives up and goes down at the 11. So great job by Rubenstein. I think he did exactly what he wanted to do. He wanted to pin him, make him return it, and Neely just waved the white flag and went down in a heap at the 9 yard line.
Well, that's even better than the touchback. So now you got him backed up to the 10. 1st and 10. Let's go defense. Let's keep this in front of you here. Rally up, make the stop. Don't let anything deep over your head again. Tapping 3 times. Don't make it 4.
All right, White here has had himself a night, but
he made it easy for him.
Indians need to rewrite the ending. And his first career start as a freshman. 1st and 10, ball at the 10. White here with Lewis in the backfield, and taking way off early is Shariza. Think the ball was coming to him?
I think so.
Offense, number 6. That's a 5-yard penalty. Still 1st down.
Jaden Shariza has not been targeted tonight. And he was ready to get a jump start on the Indians' wide side corner, Derek Starkey.
How about a safety here? That'll work. That'll give us a lead, huh? How about the old unconventional safety to get the 2-point lead here late in the 4th quarter?
Ball back to the 5, 1st and 15. White here stands at his own goal line. Takes the shotgun snap. He looks right, throws right, pass is caught. Brazier makes the tackle at the 19-yard line on Dennison. Good throw from Whitehair as he threw the strike out near the 20. So they pick up 15 yards and a 1st down.
Yeah, a little in route on the far side.
Yeah, we get to play this guy the next 3 years. Pretty good. Brody Whitehair over 200 yards passing tonight. 1st and 10, ball at the 20-yard line. Snap back, run back to Lewis. Reppert slows him up. He tries reverse crowd. The Indians don't let him go anywhere. Ball came out, but the whistles had clearly blown, as had Forward Progress at the 16. Loss of 4. And Charlie Brazier is cramping up. So they'll work on him.
Phil Reed, Travis.
Yeah, it was Reppert that did the job. He got the penetration and forced Lewis to turn back the other way, and that's where he didn't want to go, and Phil Reed catches up with him. So cramps hitting the Indians here with 6:34 to play in the 4th quarter as they work on Brazier. We'll step aside. Indians football continues. We're tied at 28.
I'm Jonathan Clutter with Pat Bull Funeral Home and Cremation Service in Jane Lou. Our staff is dedicated to upholding our tradition of excellence, so we offer personalized services of the highest standards. In our state-of-the-art facility, you will find services and conveniences not available at other funeral homes in the area, at prices that are comparable. We have our own on-site crematory, Pat Bull Funeral Home. Give us a call to compare.
It's actually Phil Reed that was cramped up on the play, so he is up and walking off under his own power. Loss of 4 on Lewis's run there. 6:34, 4th quarter, tied at 28. Bridgeport trying to get the ball back with 2 timeouts and a chance to perhaps win the game late.
That works for me. Got to stop him here. Got him behind the chains on 2nd down and long.
All right, Zach Rohrich, sophomore, in at safety to the near side. 2nd down, 14. Have not been able to get much pressure on Whitehair in his limited pass attempts. 4-man rush. Stands in. He runs forward. Middle of the field open. 25, and a nice tackle in the open field by Landon Reppert. Just basically dove at his legs at the 24, and yeah, there's a flag down back at the 17-yard line, and there's a reason the Indians didn't get a pass rush on that time. It's because of the holding penalty, and that is deep in the backfield. So the Indians say, yeah, we want to take it.
Right here.
Here's the call. Apologize for the quality of the refs, Mike, here.
Offense, number 58.
Eric Smith called on the hold.
Yes, on that left tackle. And that hold, the flag is at the 13 of Fairmont Senior.
Yeah, so half the distance. But the gain was out to the 24, so you factor that in. You know, the Polar Bears would have been looking at a 3rd and a very makeable 6 or 7. Now instead, they get 2nd down over. And the new line of scrimmage is going to be around the 8.
And it was 3 yards behind the line. Here we go.
Snap is back, quarterback run. Whitehair hemmed in, runs out of bounds over the 10 at the 11. Starkey was there. Tate again held. And, you know, they tell you, if you get called for a hold on the next play because they'll never call 2 in a row.
Oh, you just hit the nail on the head on that one.
All right, so that's a gain of 5. Yep, 5. Here comes a huge 3rd down and long. It's 3rd and about 20. 3rd 19.
Huge here. Biggest play of the game right now.
Find Neely. He's out wide. Guarded by Ty Martin. Snap back to Whitehair. He looks towards Neely. He steps up. He pops. Dances in the pocket. He runs forward. He's going to uncork it. Far sideline. Pass is caught right at the lead stick. Dom Stingo dives and has the 1st down.
Yeah, he came back to the ball, ran a go route down the far side, saw his quarterback was in trouble, came all the way back to the football, was wide open.
All right, they're going to look at this here. He dove towards the lead stick. He needed the 30. He's right at the 30. They haven't moved the... Yep, there it is. 1st down.
Big play there.
Absolutely. Had him pinned in. 2nd down, 24, and the Indians give it up on 3rd and long. Now ball back to the 30-yard line. So the front nose is touching the 30. That's the Polar Bear 30. I mean, the good thing is they don't have a kicking game. So at least they have to really get a touchdown. Or at least really, really close to even trot Longwell out there. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Snap back to Whitehair. He's going to give it to Lewis. Lewis tries to get outside. He can't. Cam Hess meets him and slams him down. They'll give him a yard on forward lean. 2nd down and 9 upcoming.
Good job by the right side of this defense, setting the edge, forcing the running back up in the contain, and that's where we brought him down.
Yeah, the run defense tonight has been spectacular. The Indians have been unable to stop the big pass plays. 5:17 clock is rolling. We're tied at 28. Polar Bears with the ball. 2nd down 9. Ball at the 31-yard line.
And it's the first real spread passing team we have seen this year, too. Keep that in mind.
See if Whitehair throws or runs it. He's in the pocket. Stands in. Here comes pressure. Now he's flushed out to his right. Flag down, another hold, and this one going to sail out of bounds. Boy, this one is back at the 22-yard line, and right now the Indians' 4-man rush is drawing these holding penalties. There's another hold on Fairmont Senior. So another big backup.
I think it was Isaiah West that was held. I could be wrong on that, but it's a hold nonetheless.
Holding offense number 69.
That came from
10 yards from the spot of the foul. Replay 2nd down.
The 23-yard line.
Kukini called on that one. Well, they're giving you chances here to get off the field, aren't they? I mean, the ball goes back to the 13 now. They've got to get the 40 for a 1st down.
8 yards. That came 8 yards behind the line. Wow.
So an 18-yard penalty. Okay, from the 14, again, they have to get to the 40 for a 1st down. Snap is back. Field outside the numbers. Indians rally to the ball, and Paulson gets him along with Starkey out of bounds at the 22, so that's a gain of 9. Stops the clock as well with 4:37 to play, but now it rewinds. Put the ball down at the 22, so a huge, monumental 3rd and 18. Neely is lined up to the boundary side.
We'll go empty.
5 wides, trips up top. Play clock at 10. Whitehair takes a snap. 4-man rush. Whitehair flushed. Gets by the oncoming rush. Rolls to the right side. He's going to look to run, and he's going to be tackled down at the 25-yard line. So Whitehair gave up on the downfield throw early that time and tucked it. The Indians finally get the stop here with under 4 minutes to play. And Fairmont Senior will be forced to punt the football away, and Bridgeport will have a chance to win the game here in the late stages. Clock is winding. Bridgeport had 2 timeouts remaining.
I was thinking about that. That's why I gave you the timeout signal, thinking maybe this is a chance, but I think Coach Ferris realizes he's going to have good field position here.
Yeah, when you've got a run offense, though, you probably need to leave him for your offense. You're not, you're picking up 5, 6, 7 yards a carry. Whitehair's on the punt.
Watch his knee. Okay.
Good snap. Boots it straight up in the air. Let's see where it lands. It takes a Bridgeport bounce, and it's down at the 27-yard line.
3-yard pick.
Boy, you feel for Whitehair. He's played so well, but he absolutely shanked that one. Went straight up in the air by about 30 yards, and the only question was whether or not it was going to take a Fairmont Senior roll, and it did not. 3-yard punt from Whitehair, and the Indians with the leg of Taylor Thomas with 3:11 to play here in the fourth quarter. Realistically, you're about 7 yards away from a field goal if you have to go that route.
Bottom line here, high and tight with the football. Do not get loose with it. Maintain possession of the ball. They're going to try to strip it every time you touch it.
The Indians trying to survive here against the AA defending state champions, tied at 28. Jermaine Lewis rushes on late. Indians up to the line with 7 on the huddle clock. Snap back to Cam Cole, and Cole squirts through a hole, falls down to the 24-yard line, picks up 3 yards, actually putting back to the 25 for 2. For Cam Cole, the T-back. How many carries he at now?
Okay, that is officially his 19th carry for 136 yards.
Yep, it's been one of those games you've had to fight for every inch. So from here would be a 42-yard attempt. If you don't gain another yard, Taylor Thomas's career long's 37. 2:35 to play. Need a big chunk play here. Snap back. Landon. Reppert powers his way down to the 23.
Cam's cramping again.
Cole's cramping again. As Ryan Hall will come in on a huge 3rd down and 6. So that takes away the sweep option.
That's the 18th carry for Reppert for 89 yards.
Well, Fairmont Senior not taking timeouts, which is interesting here. They had 2 left, so they're letting the clock wind to 2:05. Indians don't have to snap until it's under 2. They snap it here. Ryan Hall runs it 20, dives to the 19-yard line. He was down, fumbled the football, but he was way down there.
Didn't hear a whistle, though, did you?
Yeah, it was late.
Okay.
But they pointed immediately to the ground. 19, and now you're looking at 4th down and 2 from here. Would be a 37-yard field goal, but Bridgeport is going to keep the offense on the field as Cam Cole checks back in.
See if we can draw them off at least. If not, let's get that 1st down.
Need to start working this play clock down. Now, Fairmont Senior takes a timeout. You snapped it too early. You've left them too much time, more time than you need to, or at least run them out of timeouts. Snap that one with 18 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, all part of growing as a team here in the early season. That's things you got to learn. And they'll look at film and realize that. But here you go, big play in this game here, 4th down and 2. Ball up to Polar Bear, 19-yard line. Call your best play possible right here, right now with good execution. Cam's limping around. This timeout may help him a little bit, stretch out that cramp enough.
So the ball is marked. The other factor here for the non-field goal, Chris, is the ball's marked on the near side hash, and you have a left-footed kicker.
Cam has come out. He's down here squatting on the sideline here. But if you don't like what you see, if you're Coach Ferris, you can call a timeout because you gotta have to have the perfect look and perfect play call here in this situation.
All right, yeah, Cam's back in the huddle.
Okay.
So good to go here. 4th and 2. Bridgeport, Chris. I know you don't have it immediately, but correct me if I'm wrong. Indians have not converted a 4th down tonight, and they've had ample chances. think I'm right on that.
I'm afraid to say anything. I don't want to jinx anything. I'm just being honest with you.
I'm just looking for some backup here. That is correct.
I agree with you.
All right, 4th, and it's 2. It's a solid 2.
Okay, look, we're going to split Lotsky out wide to get an extra guy out of the box.
Yeah, worked last time. They came quarterback counter last time they did this. Play clock at 10, 4th and 2. Indians keep the drive alive. Instead, it is Cole on a toss out. 15, 10 to the 5. He is in. Touchdown. That play works again. Cam Cole scores with 1:20 to play, and the Bridgeport Indians forge back in front.
19 for the senior Cole.
I mean, talk about grit. Cam Cole cramping up between pretty much every play. And the Indians call his number on 4th and 2 on that play that goes to the fullback. He hands it to Phil Reed, the blocking back, and Reed tosses it out to Cam Cole, and he got great blocking from Reppert. All right, extra point needed in case something crazy happens here. Snap is down. Kick on the way from Taylor Thomas, and that kick is good. 1:20 to play. Bridgeport takes advantage of the tough Fairmont senior 3-yard punt. And the Indians forge ahead to take a 35-28 lead on Fairmont senior.
Can we say wide and deep when they get the ball? Widest the widest, deepest the deepest. Exactly. That's what your defense has to do here in this final minute plus when they get the ball back.
Cam Cole, he scored 3 touchdowns tonight to match Case and Neely.
Huge factor in this game, going forward on 4th down, made the Polar Bears take a timeout, which leaves them with 1 remaining, if I'm not mistaken.
You're correct.
Okay, that's huge. That timeout there called by the Polar Bears, they could use that here in this drive. They don't have it.
Bridgeport's got 2, so be solid here in kickoff coverage. And don't let Fairmont get any kickstart to this drive.
See if they go back to that sky kick. I know they've kicked it deep a couple times, but you got to be careful. They got skill players back there. Returning Dennison and Neely.
Cam Rubenstein, what a wonderful job he's done tonight on these kickoffs. Has it teed up, approaches that football, and he is going to pound it. And it's going to be taken by Dennison at the 7-yard line. Over the 10, 15. Indians hold the lanes. Dennison squirts through over the 25, out to the 27. He's slippery.
Cam
Slipped
Hess
through there. Yep, Cam Hess was there to clean it up. So the Polar Bears, 1 timeout, 1:13 away from trying to tie this score, and it falls onto the shoulders of their freshman, Brody Whitehair, who at the quarterback position has played flawlessly, at the punting position has not.
Make them drive down the field. Don't give up anything easy or over the top here.
And again, Whitehair is not the regular punter. That was Brady Hours, or Dylan Hours rather, and he went out of this game early from the 28. Snap back to Whitehair, 4-man rush. Whitehair being chased. He gets by Lotsky. Whitehair to the 25, far sideline 30, and he will scoot out of bounds at the 37.
Huge hold on Dom Stingo at the 35 that was not called down on the far side. That enabled him to get that extra yardage for the first down.
Yeah, well, they gave you 2 on the last drive. You're probably not going to get one here unless it's very egregious.
That was a tackle. Wow.
All right, 8 yards on the scramble for Whitehair. Did cost Fairmont Senior a little bit of time. 103, Cam Cole will come out. Again, he's battling cramps, just trying to stay loose and use him a play here or there. Case and Neely lined up out wide against Starkey. Shotgun sidecar right. 103 to play. Indians jump but don't come across. Whitehair is back. Feels the pressure. He steps up in the pocket. He's going to be tackled by Lotsky. It'll be a first down, so the clock will stop momentarily to reset the sticks at the 42-yard line on a 5-yard scramble.
Boy, great tackle there by Nate Lotsky. Good defense by Nate.
All right, now they move Neely. Nope, he's going to come out wide. Thought they were going to put him in the slot. Clock at 47. It's rolling. Indians lead by a touchdown. Lewis lined up to the left of Whitehair. He takes the snap. The freshman looks. Lotsky slips. Whitehair is just going to run out of bounds and get a clock stoppage here. He'll scoot out in front of Ryan Hall after a gain of a yard.
Yeah, good job by Hall to force him out. I know he got out of bounds. That's good defense by Hall, however.
Kamar Summers will lumber out as Isaiah West will come in. The Indians trying to keep their tackles fresh here and get a push into the pocket. And they haven't recorded many sacks tonight, but that down 4 has done an outstanding job. Controlled the Polar Bear run game, and they've gotten just enough pressure to make Whitehair a little uncomfortable. Tight trips to the left, twins to the right. Empty set with 35 seconds remaining. Snap to Whitehair from the Polar Bear 43. He rolls out. He throws against his body. He's got a man. Teresa makes the catch at the 20. He's down to the 18-yard line.
Well, you can't get him deep. He got behind you that time. Just a
flag down. Back at the 29.
Well, I saw a tackle. Let's hope that's the hold I saw. I wasn't sure if they were going to throw it or not. Good call.
That is the call. So another huge holding penalty on Fairmont Senior.
I believe that was on 69. Let's see what Butch says. That's what I saw.
Holding. Offense, number 58.
Okay.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay third down.
Eric Smith, and boy, that wipes out, Chris, a huge play down to the 18-yard line.
That's the third recorded holding call against Eric Smith in this second half as well.
All right, ball back to the 29-yard line, 25 seconds to play. Got to keep everything in front of you. Whitehair just kept that play alive, and they finally lost the safety. Snap back, Whitehair steps up into the pocket, he runs forward, he's going to be tackled, he throws the ball to a lineman, far sideline and out of bounds. No, not out of bounds at the 34-yard line goes the runner, and that is going to be Trevor Bigelow, his center. 8.3 seconds to play, so Whitehair was on his way down. He flipped it legally back to Bigelow, the center, and he ran it for a couple of yards. And all that did was cost Fairmont some time, so that was advantage Bridgeport. 8.3 seconds to play now. Fairmont Senior uses their final timeout, and they're down to perhaps 1 or 2 Hail Marys.
Well, you wanted that sack, and you almost had it right there.
Yeah, again, the Bridgeport front wall getting some pressure, and with that 5 wide, you can't really blitz a whole lot because you put your guys on an island. Certainly not in this situation. You don't want to do it after the Polar Bears have burned you deep 3 times.
They're going to add time on the clock.
I think, yeah. Let's see. Butch Carpenter's walking over to this near sideline. And they're going to put 15 seconds back on the clock, or 15 total, so 7 seconds will go on.
16.0.
16.0.
Look where Paulson and Ty Martin are playing. Martin and Paulson are both playing at the Fairmont Senior 30 and 35-yard line respectively here. That's as deep as you can get.
All right, so it goes from 5 seconds to 16.0. I'm sorry, 8 seconds to 16.0.
That's big. That gives them at least 2 plays, you would think.
Yeah, they're out of timeouts. So anything you tackle inbounds or keep them from getting the first down, it's going to be a chase to get one more snap of the ball off.
They may try something underneath here just to get enough room for a Hail Mary for their final play. Let's see how they play this.
All right, from the 34, Fairmont Senior. Snap back to Whitehair. Going to throw it underneath, and they're going to do the hook and ladder. Flips it over to Dennison. Dennison, now it's a scramble drill. Throws it back to a lineman, and he'll be tackled, and the clock is going to run out. That is it. So the Bridgeport Indians survive tonight against the Polar Bears of Fairmont Senior as the Indians defense steps up big in the final minutes of this football game. And Bridgeport survives at home against the Class AA defending state champions to come away with a big 35-28 win for the second consecutive win in the series over Fairmont Senior. What a game from Wayne Jamison Field. Stay tuned. Quality Machine Indians wrap-up kicks off after this timeout. Indians win 35-28 on the home of the Indians.
At Quality Machine Company of Bridgeport, we solve problems. We're your local provider for welding, custom fabrication, machining, structural steel sales, and all types of heavy equipment and industrial repairs. Whether your business is coal, oil and gas, construction, excavating, timber, or manufacturing, Quality Machine has a solution for you and your team. We're just a few miles east of Bridgeport on Route 50. Quality Machine, if man made it, quality can fix it. QualityMachineInc.com.
I'm Jonathan Clutter with Pat Bull Funeral Home and Cremation Service in Jane Lou. Our staff is dedicated to upholding our tradition of excellence, so we offer personalized services of the high standards. In our state-of-the-art facility, you will find services and conveniences not available at other funeral homes in the area at prices that are comparable. We have our own on-site crematory, Pat Bull Funeral Home. Give us a call to compare. 304-884-2400.
If you are a truck owner, operator needing aggregate to haul, J.F. Allen is your place. J.F. Allen proudly serving West Virginia since 1975 with 3 locations in north central West Virginia, Saltwell, Buchanan, and Elkins. J.F. Allen has all the limestone products to meet your needs, plus full service trucking and delivery to your job site. Pressure run in a variety of sizes, limestone dust, shot rock, and all your aggregate needs. Call J.F. Allen at 304-472-8890 or 844-JF Allen.
Oh my gosh, dear. I can't remember if I took my medicine.
No surprise there. Our anniversary was last week.
Oh.
Let's go to Community Pharmacy. They take the guesswork out of taking your meds.
Forgetting anniversaries? Sorry, but Community Pharmacy does offer medication packaging that organizes your meds into morning, noon, and evening, plus free local delivery and a full line of medical equipment, supplies, and rentals. Your locally owned and trusted hometown pharmacy, Community Pharmacy, Johnson Avenue in Bridgeport. No long lines, and we know your name.
Follow the Indians online, live and archived games, highlights, schedules, rosters, stats, and much more at BridgeportIndiansFootball.com or download the Bridgeport Indians radio app powered by Cooper Law Office.
Hi, this is Brad Ford. If you're a Bridgeport football fan, you remember this.
Hey, Bates throws it in the end zone. They go for 2. They win 29-28.
It still gives you chills, doesn't it? In our community, high school football, church, and volunteers bring us together and make us proud. It's energy, opportunity, family, and yes, football. That's what we love about living in Bridgeport.
Brad and Carol Ford and staff are honored to serve you at the Ford Funeral Home on Main Street in Bridgeport.
When it comes to estate planning and elder law, you want an experienced law firm on your team. Attorneys Bob Greer and Jonathan Fisher of Greer Law Offices has over 25 years in estate planning and elder law, and they want to make sure you're ready to enjoy life when you retire. If you want comfort that your assets will be there to support your spouse and children in the future, then put the law on your side with Greer Law Offices, located on Philadelphia Avenue in Bridgeport. More info, call 304-842-8090. That's 304-842-8090.
The Bridgeport Indians on the 103.3 WKMZ Indians Radio Network continues now with the Quality Machine Indians Wrap-Up.
All right, welcome back, Wayne Jamison Field. What a game tonight, 35-28. Bridgeport taken to the limit by the Polar Bears of Fairmont Senior, but Bridgeport able to come away with a big victory here tonight. And big gut check, too, for the Tribe. All right, let's check in. Brent Kemble's down turf level with the victorious head coach of the Bridgeport Indians, Tyler Ferris.
Coach, it was ugly at times, but when the clocks ran zero, 35-28 victory. What's your thoughts here on this game against Fairmont Senior tonight?
Happy with the kids' effort in the second half. That's about it. I mean, that's all I can really say. Execution was awful. Not to our standards. We didn't play the way we're supposed to. Miscommunications, little things that we've got to clean up, and we're trying to clean up. Hopefully we got the focus from the kids now, but that wasn't Bridgeport football tonight. You know, we got to get better.
That was almost all big plays from them tonight, big passes.
Coach, the thing you have to realize, and again, playing some big teams like Fairmont Senior tonight, were you shocked by the switch up there, by them going more spread, a lot more throwing there, especially the freshman quarterback?
No, not really. We were prepared for it. I mean, we had heard rumors. It didn't matter to us who their quarterback was. The thing that's disappointing is the same routes we show these kids all week. We jump, we know how to do, and then we get out here and we get the lights, and then I don't know if we've got their full attention during the week, but I hope we got their attention now.
Coach, big one next week. Bird comes to town. Should be a great game there for that big matchup across town big-time rival.
Yeah, hopefully we've got our heads on right and we want to play hard from the get-go and don't have to wait till the second half.
Let's go get Bird next week, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, Tyler Ferris, head coach of the Indians, picks up the win over the Polar Bears of Fairmont Senior. And one of the key contributors tonight for Bridgeport, with Cam Cole's cramping, Ryan Hall had to carry the football more than normal. Certainly capable. We expected to see that jumbo package throughout the season. Saw it a ton tonight, and Ryan Hall delivered with 2 touchdowns, and Brent's with him.
Ryan, buddy, we knew the jumbo package existed, okay? I've talked to Rep earlier this year. Now I get a chance to talk to you. 13 carries, 49 yards, 2 touchdowns. Big night for you. What was your thoughts on the game tonight?
Well, I mean, we came out here at the beginning of the game. Our heads weren't really in it, and our coach kind of got on us at halftime. We kind of came back out. We still weren't 100%, but we fought through. It was definitely a battle. It was we didn't play as physical as we had hoped to, but thank God towards the end we started to step up and we punched it in there and got the win. So.
Hey Ryan, buddy, anytime you get a win against Fairmont Senior, it's a good night. Next week, big game.
Oh, yeah.
School like Bird. Do you have any feelings about Bird?
Definitely this year. Yeah, we're going to bring it to them, so we're excited.
Good luck, Ryan, next week, buddy.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, thanks a lot. Brent Sideline Reports brought to you all night by your local State Farm insurance agent, Chad Reppert. Boy, you love to win and learn, and there's a lot to learn from this game for Bridgeport, and sometimes those lessons coming out of a game like this are a lot easier to deliver after a victory.
Well, one thing I want to say here, Tyler Ferris, in his first year as Bridgeport head football coach, hit the nail on the head with his post-game comments. He was blunt, he was honest, and he was to a T. And everything he said, I agree with 110%. They'll use that in practice this week. They'll use that going forward. No, they didn't come in and play their best football. No, they weren't physical. No, they didn't execute. Yes, they turned the ball over, but you still found a way to win because this team is used to winning. This team knows how to win. And, yeah, just like last year, Travis, Tyler Ferris said it in your coach's show this week. We didn't play well last year against this team. We played one of our worst games, but we won. Same thing here tonight. Credit Fairmont Senior. They had a lot to do with that. I really think with them chopping at the line of scrimmage, playing strong with Eric Smith and the other guys, they had a lot to do with it. But when it came down to the bitter end, Bridgeport found a way to win, and that is what winning football team is all about.
Yeah, certainly from their sideline. Boy, you feel bad for Brody Whitehair. He comes in, starts, plays magnificently until he was called on to punt, which he's not the normal punter, Dylan Hours, and he runs out there with a pressure on him of trying to get off a good punt, punts it 3 yards, and unfortunately that was the break that Bridgeport needed, unfortunately for Fairmont Senior.
Yeah, and we needed a break. We gave them how many breaks tonight? 3. One of them was returned for a touchdown. So we deserved a break because our kids have been straining just like they have, and we finally got one at the right time. And Dylan Hours is another factor in this game. He went out with an injury in the first half, and they lost him defensively. And, yeah, he was a weapon offensively. I get that, but defensively is where they really missed him.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So tough loss for Fairmont Senior. And, again, we remarked in the pregame show, they got a tough row to hoe in terms of this schedule. They've got some games where they won't be favored still remaining on the schedule, but certainly the future for Fairmont Senior football is bright with number 4, Brody Whitehair, the quarterback.
Yeah, and they got a big offensive line with Eric Smith and Hubbard up front with a couple young guys mixed in. They've got some skill players. We saw that tonight. And, Whitehair's going to get better as this season goes on, but so isn't this Bridgeport team. I think we're going to see a very good effort next week against Bird.
Yep, agreed. All right, we've got more coming up from the Quality Machine. Indians wrap up here at Wayne Jamison Field as the Bridgeport Indians move to 3-0 on the season. Polar Bears drop to 2-2 as Bridgeport picks up this victory here tonight over Senior. We'll have more coming up from Wayne Jamison Field. We'll check the scoreboard as well as Kaiser has Bird down by 2 scores at halftime, 21-14. Our final 35-28. Back for more after this.
Are you craving pizza for dinner? If you answered yes to this, then here's the deal. Head down to East of Chicago Pizza in Shenston next to Vincent Lumber. This isn't your average pizza. This is a deep dish pizza loaded with toppings, mouth-watering toppings, wings, subs, salads for those family members that for some reason don't want pizza. Come on, man, is that even American? Delivering in the Shenston and Lumberport areas. Now offering online ordering at eastofchicago.com or call them at 304-592-2550.
Did you know there's a place where you can get good neighbor service and surprisingly great rates on home and auto insurance? Yep, and that place is State Farm. Here's the deal. State Farm agent Chad Reppert is your go-to agent in Bridgeport for the service you deserve at the price you want. So stop shopping around. State Farm agent Chad Reppert has you covered. Call 304-381-3276 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individuals' premiums will vary by customers. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
If you are a truck owner, operator needing aggregate to haul, J.F. Allen is your place. J.F. Allen proudly serving West Virginia since 1975 with 3 locations in north central West Virginia, Saltwell, Buchanan, and Elkins. J.F. Allen has all the limestone products to meet your needs, plus full service trucking and delivery to your job site. Pressure run in a variety of sizes, limestone dust, shot rock, and all your aggregate needs. Call J.F. Allen at 304-472-8890 or 844-JF Allen.
Looking for a dependable contractor? Look no further than BCR Contracting. Whether you need a deck, a roof, a new bathroom, or a new custom home, BCR Contracting does it all at an affordable price. So stop putting off that project. Now is the time to call BCR Contracting to get your project underway. Free estimates. Check out their Facebook page, BCR Contracting LLC, or call Brian at 304-641-2848. Taking pride in quality, reliable, and affordable contracting. That's BCR.
Bit of hatchets. Psst. We got axe throwing and adult beverages in Bridgeport. The secret's out. So come on down to Bridgeport and chuck some axes with electronic targets. We got 4 games. Standard target, tic-tac-toe, Connect 4, and zombies. Aim for the Michael Jackson zombie. And don't forget we got Tasella's Pizza. So get all gussied up, hop in a pickup truck, and come on down and see us. Route 50, 1 mile east of Bridgeport, right behind Reeve Graphics.
Think Penguin, think Grogs. At Grogs Home Services, our mission is to provide outstanding service when it comes to all your home's plumbing needs. From plumbing repairs to installs, we offer a full line of plumbing services. Faulty water heaters, clogged main drains, water treatment. No matter the plumbing project, our expert plumbers can handle it. And we always provide upfront pricing, so you're never surprised by an unexpected bill. For unparalleled plumbing services, call the professionals at Grogs Home Services today. Think Penguin, think Grogs.
All right, back on the Quality Machine. Indians wrap up. Final score tonight, 35-28, as Bridgeport knocks off the Polar Bears of Fairmont Senior. Chris George, give me some numbers here.
Well, let's go individually. First for the Polar Bears, and it all starts with Brody Whitehair, their freshman quarterback, officially 8 out of 9 passing tonight for 270 yards and 3 touchdowns. And all 3 of those passes went to Kason Neely, 3 catches for 214 yards and those 3 touchdown passes. Evan Dennison had 2 of the catches for 18, and Jaden Shariza 2 catches for 20. And Dom Stingo had a big catch for 18 yards. We held them rushing to only 45 yards on the ground, led by Whitehair's 30 yards on 15 carries. Jermaine Lewis was held to 11 yards. That is key as well. Individually for Bridgeport, Cam Cole tonight finishes with 20 carries for 155 yards and 3 rushing touchdowns. Landon Reppert, 18 carries, 89 yards. Charlie Brazier, 4 carries for 16 yards. Ty Martin, 5 carries for 18 yards. Aiden Paulson, 3 carries for a yard. And, of course, our player of the game, Ryan Hall, 13 carries, 49 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Total stats look like this. Bridgeport ends up with 328 yards of total offense, all coming on the field turf surface, which would be the ground in most cases. Fairmont Senior, 315 yards of total offense, 270 in the air, 45 on the ground. Turnovers was big tonight. Bridgeport turns the ball over 3 times, by my count. Fairmont Senior had 1. It may have been 2 turnovers. We'll double-check that. But bottom line is all of our turnovers for us result into points for them, which made this game a lot harder than it could have been.
Yeah, certainly, of course, you don't count the punt as a turnover, but essentially that's what it was, a 3-yard punt from Fairmont Senior, and that was a huge play in this game. You mentioned Ryan Hall, our player of the game, brought to you by Edge of Town Farm Market, local grass-fed beef and fresh vegetables. Route 58, look for the Red Barn in Bridgeport. Congratulations to junior T-back Ryan Hall for his 2 rushing touchdowns on the night as the Bridgeport Indians defeat the Polar Bears of Fairmont Senior here tonight. By the final of 35-28. Now we're back at it next Friday night over in Clarksburg against the Flying Eagles of Robert C. Byrd. Always a fun time when those 2 old rivals get together. And we look forward to you being with us next Friday night. 7 o'clock kick time, 6:30 airtime with the Quality Machine. Indians warm up as Bridgeport and Byrd will tussle over at One Eagle Way. Join us Tuesday night for the Tyler Ferris shows. We'll have plenty to talk about following this exciting 35-28 win. Join us from 7 until 8 from me and Margarita at Charles Point, the home of the Tyler Ferris show. You can listen to it on our flagship 103.3 KMZ or on the Bridgeport Sports app, or watch it on Facebook Live by giving a follow to the Bridgeport Indians Radio Network page. Great win. Exciting night here at Wayne Jamison Field as the Tribe comes away with a victory for Brent Kimball. Chris George, Chris Johnson, Alyssa Cleghorn, on-field sound. This is Travis Jones. Once again, the final score, Bridgeport 35, the Polar Bears of Fairmont Senior 28. We say so long from Wayne Jamison Field.
Indians football. Radio replay.
Snap back, and here's Ty Martin. And Ty breaks a tackle and then gets clobbered loose at the football. And they're going to say it's a fumble, and it's picked up by Casey Mealy on the return, and he's going to take it for a touchdown. No argument from the Bridgeport sideline. Casey Neely picks it up on the fumble from Ty Martin on his first carry. Coughs it up, and the Polar Bears with the fumble return and score down the near sideline. 6:28 to play, opening quarter. Fairmont Senior on the board. Snap back, Ryan Hall. Hall walks it